Welcome, one and all, to the Outer Worlds Day 8. I am your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn. Here, as always, with suspenders set to maximum stun. And I believe that I've solved the Mixer issue, so we should be on live. We should be live on Mixer today. For some reason, yesterday we weren't able to be live. All right, let me turn that off for just a second. So that should be resolved, and it looks like we are. Quick tick on Mixer with 400 sparks. Thank you very much. Quick tick. We've got everybody in the YouTube chat today. Good to see so many familiar faces. Joshua Brown, new to the chat, says, whoa, finally caught one. That's right, you did need catch us live. Gemma and Deuteronomus, members on YouTube here early this morning. Good to see ya. All right, now, where we left off, we had spent some time on Monarch. I believe this is day 3 of Monarch. We arrived 2 streams ago, and we took care of everything on the western coast of the river, on the western side of the river and further west, bordered by the mountains. Then on day 2, we took care of everything inside the city. We finished off the city on day 3, and then started moving south down the eastern coast of the river, until we found the Iconoclasts, and that's where we had to end the broadcast. So here we are on day 4 of Monarch, I believe. And we're finally exploring this Iconoclast city, where we'll pick up a couple more quests before moving south to hopefully finish off everything on the planet of Monarch today. We will have to make a big decision. Do we support the Iconoclasts, who are a quasi-religious organization that don't like any corporations and just want to see everything burn? Or do we support the MC company, which has been branded an outlaw by the board, because they actually want to give workers things like time off and lunch breaks? So they don't seem like a very bad corporation, in my opinion, so I'm thinking I might side with them. But we'll see. Garrett is in the chat. Good to see you, Garrett. Hey, Oxhorn, says Douglas Delagarde. Hey there, Douglas. Happy you're here today. Vladimir and Quintaius and Black Screen, Slatty Bart, Fast Casper, and Vonda Bergen. Deuteronomus, good to see all of the members in chat today. Love your content. Keep up the good work, says Faux Noodles. Will do indeed. All right. Let's light up a cigar, drink some coffee, turn the music back on, and play some Outer Worlds. There we go. Patrick Star Gaming says, I'm watching this in class. Careful now, my friend. All right, we need to talk to this Zora person.
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway. Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this.
What, she won't give us? She won't talk with us? Okay. Java update. What the heck is with all these Java updates? I feel like I just installed a Java update. Jay-Z says, do you really think you'll finish all of Monarch today? I have no idea. I mean, I don't know what's ahead of me. All I can gauge by is the map. We started here. In the first broadcast, we got all the way to here. In the second broadcast, we explored the city and came down to here. How many broadcasts were there? No. This is the third broadcast here on Monarch. In the first one, we came up to here. In the second one, we came down to here. All that's left is this area. I'm assuming we can get that done in 4 hours. So, that's the plan. We'll see.
Ah, hello. You're still alive. All right. Why have you come?
That's it. Okay, so we've learned everything about the Iconoclasts that we could from him. Time to explore their little town here and snoop in their terminals. Nicholas Cross says, Ox, you got the mission in your last broadcast. She wants you to be a bit sensible and to buy food and medical supplies if possible. That's right. He wants me to get rollers for their printing press and focus on printing their pamphlets so that they can hand those out. She actually wants food for her members, which is a bit more realistic. Morning Ox is Mac West. Morning Mac. Welcome to Graham Bryant's personal conglomeration of notes, theories, and findings regarding philosophism and how it informs our lives. This is the other religion in the universe. OT is Vicar Max's, and this is the rival one. I have organized into three categories: the iconoclasts, the Halcyon colony, and the universe. Morning Ox, says Brett Buss. Excited to see your reaction on some stuff coming up. Oh dear. Have we got stuff to look forward to? I'm excited. We'll start by accessing files on the Halcyon colony. Oh, well. We got a lot to read. The board's lies. The board vastly overestimates their authority and grasp on power. Without the Earth Directorate's military might to back them up, they would not be able to maintain their life-draining grip on the colony's throat. They spread lies and misinformation to confuse and oppress the masses. Perhaps that's one of the reasons they have not allowed any colony ships since the Hope's disappearance. They've had 70 years to condition their good little workers to follow their directives unquestioningly. Their lies become more and more transparent as the years pass, and will soon be too obvious for even the most deluded colonists to see. Lucky Babcack says, Hey Oxhorn, I'm currently on vacation and can't stay, but I wish a great time today for you and everyone. Well, good luck on your vacation. I hope you have a wonderful time. Thank you. Brennan Meyer says, Oxhorn streaming The Outer Worlds on my birthday. My day is now complete. Zora can be made leader of the iconoclasts and convinced to work with the MSI. Thank you, Brennan. Happy birthday. Well, I guess that's spoiled for me now, huh? That's okay. It wasn't that big of a plot piece. But we will continue. The oppression must end. The man from Byzantium told us of an acquaintance who had been arrested for carrying philosophist texts. No teaching, not evangelizing, just carrying. They oppress any truth that threatens their corrupt structure. Is that what we want? Do we want to live in a society where we can be sent to Tartarus for our beliefs? We hear a lot about Tartarus, and I really hope we get to explore it. It sounds like a hellish place. No, their workers' minds are poisoned, their will shackled, their dreams hamstrung. This can stand no longer. We must tear this entire regime down. Well, he's starting to sound fairly radical. All right, the dangers of a corporate society. I hope to someday publish a greater work in which I can more expansively lay out what is so clear to me, that our society's obsession with a corporate-run life has stifled and crippled humanity's ability to grow. Alas, for now I can only collect my scattered thoughts into this barely functional machine. Unidentified flowing orifice says, society, yes. He thinks that we live in a society. Oh dear. Alas, for now, I can only collect my... Oh, we read that part. In my younger and more vulnerable days, I bought into the attraction of a corporate ladder, a measured, quantifiable way with which to judge oneself against one's peers. It provided motivation, meaning. Yet my spirit longed for more than just a paycheck. It yearned to reach out and connect with my fellow man. It sought a connection. It sought kin. It sought a familial unit. The corporations claim they are that familial unit, but they treat you like pets. We beg for scraps at the table, and if they are so kind as to drop one, we praise the ground they tread on, while they usher us into kennels called homes. We attach ourselves to contractually obligated familial units, strangers to whom we share no more connection than the employers seeking to empower themselves by our unions. We bear children out of obligation to our executives who demand a constant workforce. we slave away in the vain hope that someday we too will be like those executives, until the day we die and are processed, burned, and filed away as another tick on a human resource paperwork. Sveinung Hervik says, should be, we live in a colony. Yes, we live in a colony. We have built ourselves into a cold, unthinking, efficient machine, and in doing so, have abandoned all warmth humanity is capable of. I weep for us all. Well, he's had some time to think about this. And then finally, Sanjar and the betrayal of his truth. Let's find out exactly why he doesn't think that he can work with him aside. I often recall my former friend who once sought to dismantle the corporations, as I still do. When he took ownership of our corporation, I held him in such contempt. I called him a coward, a betrayer. He was becoming the very thing we hated. Now I'm not so sure. Recently I've come to accept that his heart was more closed than mine. I cannot expect every man to be able to open himself up to the eternal truth as I have. Some are just not capable. And so it is a tragic thing. Tragic that he is weaker than I had hoped, that he cannot fight for a cause. I can empathize with tragedy. Should the day come when the metal of our spirits clash against one another, that empathy will shield me from guilt. Like the board, he now stands across our path, arms crossed, stubbornly resistant to the eternal truth. Like the board, he spreads, nay, celebrates the poison that cripples our society. Like the board, his stubbornness will only blind him to his inevitable fall. Tragic. All right, this guy's a radical. Access files on the iconoclasts, starting with personal thoughts regarding Zora. For someone who is so committed to the iconoclast way, I fear that Zora is slipping off the true path. More and more often, I fear her attachment to the materialism of our oppressors sways her decisions more than the search for the guiding truth that will save us. She often tells me that our people are hungry. I agree. Their spirits long for fulfillment as a much more powerful power than any pang of an empty gut. Oh, wow. This guy is deluded. Teaching notes. Of all the things to motivate a person, I'm finding freedom has been the most powerful. Many of them still remember being slaves to the corporate structure. Recalling those painful memories lights their fire anew. A man from Fallbrook stopped through on his way to Stellar Bay. After thumbing through our pamphlet, he asked me how we can survive without money. I found an appropriate metaphor in gas masks. When clearing the mantis worm nests, we wear masks to ward off poisonous fumes. Even after the nest is cleared, the fumes may remain for some time. Thus, we wear the masks until we are safe to breathe. Until the very last dregs of our poisonous corporation society are gone, the attachment to bits will remain. Though their use is uncomfortable, and though they stifle our spirit, just as the masks are ill-fitting and limit our vision, we must persist with them until we can cast them aside. Shifting priorities. As our numbers grow, I find that more and more of our population turns to the written word of my pamphlets. I am happy to continue making them, but I must find a more efficient way to print and distribute this reading material. I wonder if that old printing press might be convinced to run once more. Wouldn't that be something? To return to my duties as editor in a publication, only this time of my own control and not stifled by the rules and regulations of style guides and grammar books? Nobody will tell me where to put a comma. This guy. I'll put them where they belong, as decreed by the eternal truth. Gosh, he's just an editor gone radical. All right, next one. Access files on the universe. He's an editor gone radical. He threw off the shackles of the corporate board and created his own quasi-religion, which we're about to learn about. Influence drift. When I realized the truth of philosophism, I immediately wondered how I can be the first to recognize the poisonous spiral that has shaped our society. Then one day, I was talking to, of all people, Huxley. She once lamented that she'd like nothing more than a pet canid. I confess to know very little about animal behavior, as I am much more concerned with the animal that is mankind, but I stressed that I didn't think such a thing was possible. She let it go, but some weeks later, Zora reported the strangest thing. Stories of a marauder with a canid follower. I don't know if it had been cited here or on Terra 2, but I immediately thought of Huxley and her reckless, wild imagination. I wondered if she had told other people and if word had spread of the possibility until it wriggled its way into the mind of marauders somewhere. Ideas are insidious. If even a marauder, mindless husk that it is, can be convinced of an idea, there must be hope of the workers of this colony, poisoned as they are against the eternal truth. If we can shout so loudly that the truth inches its way into the collective consciousness, I am confident it will spread to the rest of the cosmos. So wait a minute. Are we to believe that this guy's great inspiration was the revelation that humans like pet dogs? Did he really think that a marauder couldn't figure out on his own that dogs might become companions to humans, as they had been for thousands of years? That was a unique idea in his mind. Huxley must have come up with it. Only she could have come up with that idea. It couldn't have come up independently anywhere else. Therefore, the ability to spread a message must be really powerful. All right. The suppression of the truth. It is very difficult to face the eternal truth that everything happens for a reason, that life and everything in it is the will of the cosmic consciousness. It can be a terrifying one. There is an urge among us all to control the parameters of one's life. This urge is so powerful that it suppresses the eternal truth simply by existing. Mankind has not shed the weight of its own shackles, and so I find that spreading philosophism is unnecessarily difficult. But the universe cannot suppress it forever. Biology changes, creatures adapt and evolve. We overcome our urges for the better of our species. Someday our minds will be born more open to this idea. Until then, I must not abandon hope. Oh man, I feel like there's just been a whole lot of cults and stuff in my content. We've been dealing with the iconoclasts and the OSI, and I said OT earlier, didn't I? What was it? Is it OSI? I think it's OSI. Then I just did a big episode on the Habologists for Fallout 2. I feel really exhausted with dealing with all of these cult manuals and manifestos. Okay, well. He has certainly convinced a few. We're finding all of these revolutionaries all over the place. Let's see what else they have to say. Oh, that's right. He was at the top of a bar. Okay, so this was on the top of the hill. Let's take a look at the local map here. We still need to explore this over here and this down here. Ox, tomorrow Red Dead Redemption 2, says Seven Carrera. Thank you for reminding me. As I said, I am going to play Red Dead Redemption 2, but the game has been out for over a year, so I don't feel the sense of urgency to, start streaming it immediately. Instead, I'm going to add it to my content schedule. Oh, that's sealed. Basically, I want to finish the Outer Worlds, then we'll go back to our regular streaming schedule. We'll continue with Control. We'll pick up with the DLC for BioShock Infinite, and then add Red Dead Redemption 2 to our roster. That's the plan. So I'm thinking probably in a couple weeks we'll be picking up with Red Dead Redemption 2. Current patients: Ezekiel, Manti-infested. Tried antibiotics, no effect. Alcohol poisoning, no effect. Acid drip, no effect. Current status, no longer with us. Ronnie, fractured ankle, left ankle. Current status, splinted, reset, recovering. Ivers, multiple bullet wounds, chest, arm, right, leg, right. Current status, no longer bleeding out, but a couple shells still remain. Recovery unlikely. Shells? He got wounded by bullet shells? Am I reading that right? Is there a type of gun that ejects bullets out the shell casing slot and shoots shell casings instead? All right. Sorry. Sorry. Milson, acid burns to the face, hand, left, and arm, left. Current status, ointments, gauze, and a lot of booze. All right, so this is the clinic. And there's Zora.
Sorry about earlier. Graham and I don't always see eye to eye. Besides, we just got our asses kicked in the ruins. Not a great time to yammer on about his printing press.
I hear you, Zora. Josh says, what about Rage 2 DLC? Well, we did the Rage 2 DLC already. If you're talking about a new Rage 2 DLC, we'll add it. We'll put it in there somewhere. It does seem wasteful to buy press parts rather than food. I mean, I do agree.
Hey, you got some decency in you. Careful. That's rare around these parts, and folks are liable to try and take advantage of it.
So, you run the Triage Clinic here?
Yeah, name's Zora. I've been patching up the iconoclast since day one. Whenever Graham's lack of foresight gets someone hurt, I get them back on their feet. If I can.
After meeting that guy, I'm amazed anyone around here still has 4 functioning limbs.
Don't get me wrong. He's got an uncanny ability to harden folks' spirits, and we need that around here.
Myron S. says, hey, Oxhorn, at work. Saw you were streaming. Just wanted to tell you what an amazing job you do. Well, thank you very much, Myron. Very kind. Hope you don't get into trouble watching at work. Do people around here get injured that often?
You joking? It's Monarch. Can't set foot outside without being attacked by a beast or a marauder.
After
Don't get...
So you're a Sawbones.
I was a long time ago, over in Cascadia. Rizzo was trying to sweeten up animal parts, and often that meant a lab coat got bit. Now I'm whatever I need to be to keep these folks from bleeding out.
Do you always talk to your leader like that?
When he's being an idiot, sure.
What happened in the ruins?
The Mantiqueen showed up out of nowhere, and I guess the gunfire attracted raptidons. It was a damn bloodbath. Listen, unless this is urgent, I need to oversee the wounded.
Talking to me is always urgent? Wow. Look, do you need any help?
You want to do us a favor or two? Go talk to Bronson. He's always looking to pass his work off on someone else. For now, I gotta get to the wounded.
Man.
Welcome to Amber Heights.
Poor Zora. She just seems so tired. We read this already, right? Yeah. Oh, here are the wounded. I like her, though. She seems level-headed. All right, so if our birthday boy in chat is correct here, we need to find a way to put her in power. Ooh, we've got a dead guy. Instead of the radical guy. Bronson. We got to look for a guy named Bronson. Wait a minute. This is sealed. I don't remember seeing a door on the inside. Did I miss that? Is there a staircase that I missed? Hello. Okay. Maybe we'll get access to it later, unless there's a rooftop vantage point. I don't see it. Mike Hummel says, hey, Ox, love the videos. How do we become a patron subscriber to you? Well, that's very kind, Mike. I have links to my Patreon page in the description below. Either a Patreon patron or a YouTube member, both are great. YouTube members get little emojis that they can use in chat and badges, which sadly don't transfer to Patreon. But Patreon subscribers have the opportunity to get listed in the credits. Well, the premium subscribers do anyway.
I don't have time for this.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. We need to go north. Drew says, how are you doing today, Oxhorn? I'm doing very well. I hope you are doing well as well. Well.
Ah, crazy town. Never change.
Damned philosophists.
Both
When you've got a moment, I'd like to talk to you about something.
of my companions.
Can we
are-
talk?
Yeah, Vicar, what's up?
I've been mulling over everything with Graham and the Iconoclasts. Upon further reflection, Graham's not as much of an idiot as I thought he'd be. But in other ways, he's worse. I'd urge you to be careful in future dealings with him, Captain. He's an unhinged zealot who lacks awareness of the consequences of his choices. I wouldn't trust him to lead a crew, let alone a town-wide cult.
I'm getting the same impression. Who would you trust on Monarch?
As much as I usually appreciate the board's ordered approach to governance, in Monarch's case, they aren't really running anything so much as leaving everyone to rot. Unless you agree with them that the inhabitants of Monarch should be forced to evacuate, or die from their stubborn rebelliousness. Zora is militant, unbending, and ruthless for sure. I'd be hesitant to oppose her. But she gets results, and she doesn't suppress intelligent discourse. Can't say I agree with the Iconoclasts, but Zora has what it takes to save Monarch.
I knew I liked you, Vicar. He's thinking the same way I am. What about you, Ellie? Do you have thoughts on this issue?
Watch your step on Monarch. It's not just the monsters and sulfur pits you gotta look out for. I admire your grit, but some wounds don't heal. And I say that as someone who's plugged a few severed aortas.
What are you talking about?
Ginger Chops and the pencil pusher. By all accounts, Sanjar and Graham have been at each other's throats for years. Digging into their personal history isn't gonna change anything.
And what would you have me do?
Honestly, stay out of it. We've got our own problems to deal with.
Nora Mac says, hey Oxhorn, how is your Outer Worlds experience been? This is my first time being in a live stream. Really appreciate your enthusiasm and dedication. Thanks. I'm having a great time. It's one of those games where you can just lose yourself in the world if you explore every corner. It rewards the player who just loves exploring every corner and talking to every single person. For more goal-oriented players who are just wanting to get through the main quest, you know, get the best loot and get to the end, it's a shorter game and it's less to enjoy. But for someone who just wants to dive right in and be there for a while, it's great. A wonderful use of $60. Douglas Delegard says, sadly, I must leave. Have some to help with everything. Lots of love to you and all in chat. You too, my friend. Thanks again for showing up. Now, she just wants us to stay out of it. Typical Ellie, and we can pass a perception check to say, there's a reason you're bringing this up.
I try to save my captain a headache when I can. Usually ends up saving me one too.
No. This is about Sanjar and Graham. Something about their falling out hits too close to home.
Hey, I'm the doctor here. That means I'm supposed to be the one nosing into your business. Anyway, I can take a hint. You stay out of mine, and I'll stay out of yours. Anything else?
Still trying to keep us out. Well, despite what Ellie thinks, since I have an opportunity to do some good, I will do what good I can. Huxley! Hey, how you doing, Huxley? This is the girl we saved.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again.
You made it back!
Damn right. Ain't nothing in the wilderness can stop me. Except being locked up.
I found your terminal and I fixed it up for you.
Oh, in Milton's place? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Me and my diary have got some catching up to do.
How you holding up?
Well, on the way back, I twisted something in my leg, foot area. Where does my foot end and my leg begin? Wherever that is, it hurts.
I'd offer to take a look, but you should milk that for as much R&R as you can get.
Oh yeah, good thinking. Maybe once it's all healed up, I'll go find that rock again. So, no runs for me for a little while. Time to kick back and relax.
How'd you hurt your leg?
I did a dumb thing. I was trying to get away from a terror ray. Usually, you can just get a ways from their nest and they'll stop following you. But this one was really persistent. Chased me for, I don't know, forever. Scratched me up black good. I barely got away. Then I tripped over a void damn rock. A rock! Not even a slippery one.
There's your iconoclast theory of chaos in action.
Mister, I don't know what chaos is, but rocks ain't got theories. They're rocks.
How long will you be out of commission?
Till it stops hurting, I guess. Zora says I'll be fine in a month or so.
A month? For a sprained ankle? Without kicking, I assume.
Huh? Why?
Your leg?
Oh, ha! You're funny.
She really got that joke. Sorry to hear that. See you around, Huxley. Okay. Man, the sad music in this place is bombing me out. It's like we walk through the door and it's like walking into a graveyard.
Trash cube.
Yeah, look at him. He just keeps making them. You're fucking weird, Carl.
I don't think he can hear you. He's in the zone.
The trash cube zone.
You gotta admit, they're convenient. Fit together real nice.
Trash is trash. I don't care what shape it's in.
I guess.
Making fun of this poor guy for just being efficient and fitting all of the trash into cubes. So this is the guy who's been making all the trash cubes we've found.
You meditate today? If not, you should.
No thanks. Whoa! Was that the steam? Yep. I want a higher level plasma carbine. Is there a plasma carbine 2.0? Because I need one. Alright. Let's go in. Tucker Needham.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
It's Captain Oxhorn.
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
Tucker? Oh, that's right. Okay, before we get into that quest, free from what?
Why, from the yoke of corporate tyranny. It's what all us Iconoclasts strive for, with Graham at the helm. We want unfettered freedom, not the lies that MSI tries to sell in Stellar Bay. True escape from all rules and constraints. You want to know more? Listen to Graham's broadcasts. He's been talking up a storm, working to elevate the minds of all the corporate drones in this colony, getting them to rise up.
Oh man, this guy really is a true believer. You're describing pure anarchy. Rules are needed for people to coexist.
See, that's what the corps want you to think. If you think rules are needed, they can force any and all they want down your throat, and you'll just swallow it. You need to talk to Graham. He'll help you find the truth amongst the lies that are living in your brain.
You're a new face too, huh?
Yeah, To Amber Heights, anyway. Only got here a few weeks ago. Was living in Stellar Bay before then. But I can't tell you how great it is to finally be free of them walls.
Aren't the walls up to keep everyone safe?
Screw safe. I've had enough of playing it safe to last me a dozen lifetimes. A body's not meant to live such a guarded life. Everybody needs a little danger and excitement. Something to live for. That's what you get outside the walls. And if you're lucky, you find a cause worth bleeding for. And that's what I got right here. The iconoclasts welcomed me into the fold. They're teaching me how to survive and truly be free. That's worth more to me than safe ever could be.
I mean, he's a man who's made up his mind. So, I mean, do we really want to send him back to his mummy? That's a pretty strong reaction to the topic of safety.
Sorry about that. It stems from some, family trauma. I don't want to talk about that, though.
Oh, we're going to get into it. Tucker, you're Agnes's little boy from Stellar Bay?
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision.
She made it seem like you were in danger. Asked me to rescue you.
According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears.
Oh, poor guy.
I'm 42 years old,
42?
but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
Poor guy. Oh, well, what do we do? I mean, look, I'm not happy that he's joined the iconoclasts, but for this guy's own personal mental well-being, he probably just needs to get away from his mom. So leaving was probably the right decision. So what do we do? Okay, we've got a couple of options. Persuade. Running away is for cowards. You need to face her and show her that you've grown up. Oh, okay. But is that really going to work? I mean, surely she knows he's grown up. He's 42. Intimidate of 35. I'm getting that reward. Either you go back or I'll beat it out of her. Oh, we threaten his mom? So what do you want to do about it? She'll keep sending people to look for you. You're going back to Stellar Bay one way or another, or I don't have time for this. Okay, so the way to convince him to go back is just to face her. If that gets him away from Amber Bay.
Show up with a bottle of vodka and some real good cusses. That'll show her how much you've grown.
No.
Then she'll think they've brainwashed me into some kind of hooligan. As far as she's concerned, if I make any decision that's not aligned with hers, someone else convinced me. She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time?
You've survived outside of Stellar Bay for weeks. Show her the skills you've learned or teach her that the iconoclast philosophies. Convert her so she might join you in freedom. These are the only two choices we have, and we leave the conversation.
You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can.
Okay. Off he goes to Mama. I hope he stands his ground, and I hope we've made the right decision. I kind of felt like I didn't have the decision I wanted there, right? I wanted him to be able to allow him to stay. Or come up with an alternative that doesn't involve home. Alright, well... Huxley, stay off this machine. I know your terminal's out of storage, but if you break in this one, things are going to go tits up around here. Oh, that vulgar language. Goodness. Anyone else, long as you know what you're doing, go ahead and clear work orders out wherever you can. Zora, view work orders. Unresolved work orders. Steam coming out of the roof. Submitter, R. Milton. Description, the pipes on top of my house are going to burst. They're leaking steam. Someone ought to fix this before they explode or the steam hurts somebody. Can pass an engineering check of 55 to remotely reroute the water. Cool. Marking work order as resolved. Great. Arcing electricity at the bar. Description, filed by V. Bronson. Looks like sprats chewed through the wires on this side of the bar. They're sparking up a storm. We can pass a science check of 55 to remotely shut off the power going through the bar's side panels. Marking work order as resolved. Dear Diary. Description. Ha! Hey, Zora. I figured out how to add work orders. Dear Diary, eat it. Hux. So we can use hack skill of 55 to lock Huxley out of this terminal and erase work orders. Work orders marked as resolved and purged from the system. This is so great. Medical examiner's residence door sealed. Submitter description. The door to the examiner's residence above the medbay is stuck and completely sealed. Can someone get this thing open? Engage remote forced door lever operation. Emergency seals lifted. Work order completed. Hey. All right. Wow, we just completed a lot from one terminal. That was easy. So that's what you get for investing in your skills. Great. I love it. I love being able to invest in skills and find real world consequences. Well, real world as in this world. Okay, where was the med bay? Was it over there? No, it was over. Oh, it was on the opposite side, right? Getting all turned around. I think it was south of us. It was. So we got to explore this building and then we'll go back to the med bay. Ash. Hello, Ash. What's your story?
Never seen you before.
I'm new here.
Take my advice. Move on. Get off-world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay.
Strange thing for
I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
Ooh. Ash. Heartbreak. What happened to you here?
A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? Might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. Fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
Everybody here talks about being eaten as getting themselves ate. Mercenaries? What did they do?
Mostly we protected folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you. So long as you had the bits. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox, and I've been thinking about seeing it found.
What if they're still alive?
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
Can't you find them yourself?
Getting on in years, kid. Legs ain't working like they used to. Sulfur burns a little too long in the lungs. This joint's looking like my last home.
So you want mementos? What? Photographs or...
Thereabouts.
All right, one lockbox coming up.
Appreciate it, kid. I'll mark an outpost on your map. You spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
All right, I'm really curious as to what we just got. Quest type, location. Little memento. All right, so we haven't gotten there yet. That's good. It means we'll be on our way. Radio Free Monarch. Good, we haven't gotten there yet. Family matter. Oh, that's the one we just completed. We need to go back. Space crime continuum. That's Fallbrook. Haven't been there yet. Errors unseen. Fallbrook. Ah. So back to the terrace warehouse. Return to Bronson. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. This is the one we just did from the terminal. Great. Mr. Prickett's biggest game. And that's just south of us. So what? Oh, we need to go up here to the Bayside Terrace Warehouse to complete that one quest. Well, let's return to Bronson first. And then we'll go down to the med bay over here. Okay, so we're getting all the quests in Monarch. I've been seeing comments from some people saying that they found the game to be too short, that they got to the ending a long time ago. But, I don't know. I think, like, if you really do explore everything, there's plenty to do in this game. You can get many, many, many hours of satisfying gameplay from it. All right, recipe list. A handwritten list of recipes. One stands out from the rest. Wrapped it on brains. Clean and boil brains. Let dry, preferably under a spore tree. Season with sugar, AC, nutmeg, and paprika. Boil and filter a ladle of petro blood. Soak brains overnight. Cook 10 to 15 minutes on a low fire. Every food item in this game is just gross. Just absolutely disgusting. Man, they must have had so much fun coming up with horrible things for people to eat. All right, let's sell our junk. Hey, Ox, Vicar Mac needs a level up. Is that right? Hey, yeah, that is right. Awesome. Vicar Max. Okay, so we're on tier 4. That's right. So I think I'm tempted to choose the same thing for all of their tier 4s. Chance to reset ability cooldown on kill, harmful status effects duration, or showtime damage 25% for 5 seconds. So this one requires using companion ability multiple times per battle to get the full effect of it. I don't use companion abilities more than once per battle. My companions don't suffer permadeath, so suffering from harmful status effects is less of an issue. So I'm going to choose Showtime, because I'll at least get the benefit from it every time I use it. All right. Okay, so Bronson. Ooh, then back to the medbay. Bronson's key. I have a feeling I'll be able to come by and not waste any of my lockpicks on it. Well, I mean, let's go to Bronson first and then come back. See if we get the key from Bronson. Oh, hello. Another one. Okay, what is that? That's the second one we found. The last one wasn't even in this town. What's the deal with that? Okay, Bronson, let's chat.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same.
Nuh-uh. Taro's got that sweet blood.
So? You gotta boil it or you'll get sick. Then all that sweetness takes the air anyhow.
Nah, don't boil it. We're gonna get sick all the same. Might as well enjoy it.
Don't boil? Do you want the runs?
Better than tasting sulfur and dirt every damn day.
Ugh, runs, man. Sweet blood. Ugh. Vladimir says, they say the game is 20 hours long. You're playing over 30 hours and about halfway into it. Some people don't know how to play deep RPGs. Yeah, I mean, that's the point of an RPG. You get what you put into it. It's one of those things where if you want to just race through it because you're just there for the gunplay, then yeah, you can do it in 20 hours. But if you want to experience the world and read the stories, you know, it takes a little bit of effort to talk to people. But, you know, it's games like these take all kinds of players. And some people just don't want to do that, and that's not how they enjoy a game. And that's fine. So whatever you want to get out of the game, you can get. Hey, Bronson.
What are you buying?
Hey, I fixed all your stuff.
I'll be damned. Thanks for doing that. Here. Zora sets aside a bit or two for people who help out. Before you ask, no, it ain't pay. Just being generous to folks who do a good turn.
So he doesn't give me a key. Did we see this? Yeah. So I suppose we could pickpocket him to get the key. Just out of curiosity, let's see if we can do that.
Shh. What was that? What do you think you're doing? Just don't let...
But that seems to be a bit more dangerous than just picking the lock. And I don't see his key lying around, so we're going to have to go pick the lock. Oh, but first let's go to that medical thing since we're here. Deuteronomus says, hey, Ox, is this discussion of sweet Terra ray blood better or worse than talk of extreme radiation sickness? I think it's worse, because with radiation sickness, it's something that happens to you. But with Terra ray blood, you're drinking it, like you have to ingest it. Thought is nauseating. All right, here we are. We unlocked this door. Lots of stuff to steal, which I don't really want to do. Maybe we'll find a key in here. Telescoping staff Mark II. So what's the point of this? Just a bunch of stuff to loot? Yeah. A bunch of stuff to loot and steal in safety, but I don't want to steal from the iconoclasts. So we'll leave it alone for now. Okay, well, let's go see what's on the other side of that locked door that requires Bronson's key. Then we're done and we can move on. Where was it? It was up here, right? Yeah. And his back is turned. So
I can take a hint.
And it's just more ammunition. Ooh, steal a Deadeye assault rifle. Oh, but that's not an Ultra one or a Mark II. Sublight ID cartridge. Hey. Okay. Sublight ID cartridge. Does that mean we can go higher into the Sublight on the Groundbreaker? Deadeye assault rifle. This is a great little sniping weapon, but that's not, it's too low for my level now. I believe that's a Mark I. Okay, well, time to move on. Actually, now that we've completed that quest, let's see, what was the next one? Let's organize by location. It was Space Crime Continuum? No. That goes down to Fallbrook. It was Irizon scene? No. Commuter? Yes, the commuter. To Bayside Terrace Warehouse. Let's go. quick save here.
Excuse me, but this area's off limits. We got a leaky generator. It ain't safe. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off.
Nice way. What's going on here?
We're fixing a leaky generator. What's it to you?
What's wrong with the generator?
What are you, a safety inspector? It's busted, pumping out gas. It ain't safe.
Nicholas Cross says, gonna swap out for Nayoka again, Ox? Good call, I probably should. So we explored all of Vicar Max's dialogue with the iconoclasts. Though, what if we... I mean, there's still more to the iconoclast story. But then again, Nayoka is from here, and we do have a quest from her that we have to complete here. Maybe we should just bring them and put Ellie back. Why do I have Ellie with me? Yeah, let's do that. You're just standing around this fence, though. Shouldn't you be fixing it?
Oh, whoops. I'll get right on that, boss. Hope this ain't in my performance review.
Look, I need to get inside.
And I'm just gonna let you walk on in? Why's that now?
We can bribe him with 3,000 bits? Are you kidding? No. We could lie by saying I'm here to investigate reports of a mantis swarm infestation, or we can use our persuade skill to say, you're here for Carlotta. I get it. I'll offer, you get paid, we all go home with a win. Interesting. So we can persuade him by promising to off someone? Well, we don't have to. Let's see what happens.
Hell, I ain't gonna pass up free bits. Make it painful.
Okay. The iconoclasts are due to receive a shipment of vital supplies from Carlotta, a sympathizer that resides in Stellar Bay. The meeting is set to occur at the Bayside Terrace warehouse. Okay, so Carlotta was a sympathizer from Stellar Bay who had assassins after her? Travel to the warehouse at Bayside Terrace and find Graham's contact, Carlotta. She should have a shipment for him. Retrieve it. Optional, Graham wants to track on some high-capacity cartridges to his order, but Zora would prefer if they could get food instead. Gotcha. Jay-Z says, Ox, I played through this on Supernova. Could you imagine how much longer it would take to play if you could only fast travel to your ship? Yes, but honestly, traveling by foot isn't that bad in this game. It would add maybe a couple more minutes. Sublight Thug. It was Sublight that came to assassinate her. Oh. Well, I'm glad we didn't have to anger Sublight to get this far. All right, let's explore. We don't really have much. Looks like we've got that one building to get into. Then after this, we'll go back to the Groundbreaker and swap out Ellie for Nyoka. That way we get the dialogue from both of the companions that I think have something to say for this location. Kaizura says, hey, Oxhorn, playing on RE4 on the GameCube. Yes, I'm that old. Nevertheless, hello from Northern Kentucky. Hey, my friend, I have fond memories of the GameCube, though I have to admit, my day was more Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Those were my console days as a kid. The GameCube was a little after I kind of moved to PC. Still, fond memories. Wow, all these containers have been looted. Sublight has been busy. Let's see what's on the terminal. Warning, unauthorized access to this equipment may result in injury, death, or unemployment. Oh, we're the ones who did that. I see. We came here earlier. There was that one building we couldn't get into, and the Sublight thugs weren't here at that time. I remember now. We could reroute the gas outside by passing a Hack 55 check. Reactor status unstable, corrosive gas levels critical. So we could vent it outside. Anyone in the immediate vicinity of this generator and its environmental-facing vents may be subject to burns, disfigurement, and increased risk of cancer. Please ensure that all on-site personnel have evacuated the venting area. Refer to the UDL Employee Handbook for procedures regarding the reimbursement of time spent evacuating. Vent the gas. Gas venting in progress. Once the procedure completes, the vents will need to be closed. Thank you.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Whoops! Did we forget to make sure everyone was out of the area? Vicar Max certainly wasn't out of the area. Oh, did we just kill the sublight guys? Whoopsie. I don't see any dead sublight guys. Okay, maybe we didn't kill anybody. Whoops. What's with this locker? Okay. That's a bug. Can I get rid of this? There we go. Okay, well, we vented the gas and we injured we injured Max, but all right, hold on.
It's too quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello?
Do you have a moment to talk about our salvation through the order of scientific inquiry? Hold on, okay.
You can't be serious. Who are you anyway?
Just your friendly neighborhood iconoclast.
Oh, finally! Tell Graham that this is the last run I'm doing. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
Okay. Hey!
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run.
Let's see if we can get some more supplies. Why did Sanjar ban you from working with the iconoclasts?
You'd have to ask him. All I know is that if I get caught, I'll get arrested.
Why have you been helping Graham?
It's an enviable thing he's doing. Free people and all that. I can't live that way. I need my structure. But I respect the iconoclasts for doing it.
That's cool. She knows the way she likes to live. She likes order and structure, but she respects people who like to live differently than she does. Fine. Where will they get their supplies now?
Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered?
All right, and here we go. We can do some high-capacity data cartridges, or Zora suggested extra food and medicine. Let's be practical.
I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along.
Great.
Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
You too. Hope that face paint camouflage works. Bye now! Vendor! We already sold all our stuff, didn't we? Is there anything interesting to buy? Tilleritos, tobacco chips, and a variety of flavors from plain habanero rocket. Lots of carbs. Probably bad for us. You want to put on an extra weight. Hey, and it's not stealing. Yay! No Name says, we all know the practical choice would be better. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Hey, sweet. Another hunting rifle ultra. Compared to the plasma carbine and the plasma rifle, it's just not worth it. That plasma damage is just great. All right, I just want a plasma carbine ultra and I'll be happy. It'll come. It'll come. Am I encumbered? Yeah, I got stuff to sell. Trip Blade Mark II. Officer Spine. All right, I've got a lot of, here, let's sell junk. Let's see, what have I been using? I've been using bourse and baked beans in my toolkit. Moving Star says, Ox, I've been enjoying this playthrough. Do you think you will stream an evil version of your character? I do have an evil version of my character, but I don't think I'll stream it. I think I'll stream the game once and then move on to other games. Instead of going back and trying an idiot version. Would be really fun with low intelligence. I am curious to find out what those dialogue options are, but I don't think I'll stream it. Now that triple kale pasta lasts 2 minutes, 200% natural health regeneration. Also very interesting. I'll save that, but let's sell everything else we don't need. Ollie Ollie toxin free. Keep the mods, though. Okay, let's go turn this in with the iconoclasts.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... we'll continue this later.
Uh-oh.
Welcome back, Captain.
Who are the Van Noys?
You needn't concern yourself with trifling logistics.
Uh-huh.
Trifling logistics? They're our best unit, and now they're missing in action.
And we'll continue that discussion later.
Ooh. I got your rollers. The rest of your account went to food and medicine.
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
Oh. I got some bad news. Sanjar made it illegal to sell to you guys.
That is most unfortunate. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared war.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony.
I hope by supporting Zora, we're not also supporting war against Sanjar. What's next?
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been successful.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
You're lucky they don't have airlocks on Monarch, or someone would have helped you into one by now.
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
Spreading the word has to be priority number 1. Otherwise, how can the movement grow? You could have sent them after backing Zora up, right?
Yes! You're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our actual problems. Look, just... if the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this, I have a feeling we'll need them.
Oh, dear. I really don't want to start a war between these two towns. Gosh. Okay. I'll do everything I can. Repair the printing press. Optional. Retrieve Zora's team. Oh, dear. Where does that put us? Oh, on the other side? We've got to go on to the Terra 1 publications. Okay, well, we've been there, but might as well go back, finish that before going south. Well, we need to pick up Nyoka anyway, right? Let's go to the Unreliable. Nicholas Cross says, too late, Ox, because war never changes. Yeah. Terra 1 Publications, here we go. Well, let's do both. Let's save the Van Noys if we can, and get the rollers.
Heard something.
We can handle this.
Hey, it's the twins. Surprised you two needed backup.
Are these the Van Noys? Yeah. May Van Noy and August Van Noy.
Nyoka, you're a sight right now, I'll tell you what. We are up a creek.
I bet. You really come this far north for a printing press?
Yeah, I know, but that's the mission. Don't suppose y'all are busy right now.
Here we go. Zora sent me to look for you guys. Once I get you out safe, I'll see about that press.
Thank the Eternal. We could use a hand. But we can't leave without patching these guys up. Acker here is bleeding out and Jensen can't see straight. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separated. We ain't seen him in a couple of hours.
I should have brought Ellie. Ellie probably could have patched them up. I need to be able to have more companions with me. Okay, any idea where he went?
Yeah, on account of giving him the order. He's searching the old settlement to the north of the press.
Got it. I'll see if I can find him. Okay, so find this medic guy north of the press, which is probably right there, and go to Terra 1 Publications. Let's get the medic first before we go into Terra 1.
A bike.
Solid kill.
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
To shreds, you say?
Don't mess with us.
To shreds, you say? What was that from? Oh, I know that from somewhere. She's referencing something. That's Futurama. To she just quoted Farnsworth from Futurama when he was on the phone with his friend. To shreds, you say? Oh, these are great. Vicar Max, Righteous Authority, and Yoka drinks from a bottle before pulling out a Gatling laser. Oh, they did companions really well in this game. Really well. I love them all. Okay, before we go inside the printing press, now that we've got a quest for it, let's go save this medic. To shreds, you say?
We've got a fight on our hands.
Good score, Cap!
I'll take your confession now. Everyone all right?
Oh, that's it. Oh no, I got found another flaw. Raptophobia. Repeated encounters with raptidons has lessened your effectiveness when they're attacking you or your companions. Effects phobic. -1 dexterity, -1 perception, and -1 temperament. But I get 1 perk point. Now, this is a flaw I might actually be interested in, because it only affects 1 enemy in the entire game. Dexterity, perception, and temperament, but I get a perk point? That's not bad. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We got it. Tier 3. Wild Science, 50% science weapon damage. Ooh, steady hand, ranged weapon sway. Movement penalty accuracy. Your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Armor skill rating, or armor rating bonus, skill bonus. Lauren Frost says, can't wait to play this game for a second time. I'm going to be such a bad guy. I'm sure the evil route is a lot of fun. Jonathan didn't like my choice there. No, he says. Nexus Brand says, don't do it. Perception -1 is a very bad idea. Yes, but it's only against raptidons, right? Only when fighting that particular enemy do I have that penalty. But the perk that I get now, I can keep forever against all enemies. If it were all the time, like against every single enemy I suffer that penalty, then yeah. But it's only against raptidons. So I'm going to go for it. All right, 10% armor rating bonus, 100% skill bonus, carrying capacity, movement speed during TTD, 20% damage. I mean, that in and of itself would pay for it. Would you swap minus those 3 points only against raptidons for a 20% damage boost against everything? It's pretty good. 30% damage while under 25% health. Headshots, revive companion, ranged attacks inflict -1 armor rating for 10 seconds, and it can stack up to -10. Wow. That's cool. Penetrating shots. Nexus Ben says, wait, really? I thought those minus stats are always. Well, if the description of that flaw was accurate, it said only against raptidons. Area of effect damage received, plasma damage received, melee damage returned as health, detection radius of enemies. Ooh, reduce the detection radius of enemies when you have no companions. Okay. Whenever you are affected by a harmful combat effect. All right, so that's only if I have a harmful combat effect. After killing an enemy, your weapon sway and accuracy penalties while moving are reduced. Guaranteed critical hit. All right, I think I like this one. No, I think I like this one. There's something about blood and violence that helps you focus. That's not disturbing at all. Your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Go for penetration, says Jonathan. I do want the penetration one. I mean, that is really cool, but I think I might want to save it. Your ranged attacks reduce a target's armor rating by 1 point per hit. This effect lasts a short time, but it can stack up to multiple times. It would be really useful if I had a fast shooting long-ranged rifle weapon, but all of my long-ranged rifles are pretty slow shooting. I'm going to go with this one for now, Confidence, and then we'll get the penetrating one later. It's done. There's no going back. We've got a flaw. I wonder if that shows up on our character sheet. Do the flaws show up anywhere? Yep, Raptophobia. Has lessened your effectiveness with the following qualifier when they're attacking you or a companion. So I think we're okay. Moving Target says, do you think the game could have been more like Fallout New Vegas in length and still be as good? Also, what do you think about Dewar's Scotch? Yay or nay? Dewar's is okay. It's a lower shelf Scotch, but I do enjoy it. Do I think it could have been more like Fallout New Vegas? I mean, no. It could have. But if you're asking, do I want it to have been? I would say no, because we've already got Fallout New Vegas. I like Fallout New Vegas. I can play it anytime I want to. I want something new in a new game, and this is very new. And so I'm really enjoying it. Whoops. Oh! Whoops. Euthanasia kit? Euthanasia kit? Long guns! Magazine size special effect knockdown. Shooting for the head is merciful. Okay, so it's alright. It's not the best. For a moment there, I thought I had killed the guy we came to save, but no, he was already dead. All right, let's go get the Van Noise patched up. And everything else was looted because we came here previously.
Any luck out there?
I found your trauma kit. Your medic is dead.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks. We'll head out as soon as we're patched up.
All right. What about the other Zora? Do you have anything to say, August?
Hey, thanks for the help.
What about you guys? Oh, yeah. They're wounded.
Hey.
Hey. All right, let's go into the printing press, get those rollers. Wait a minute. Didn't we find rollers earlier? Could have swore we found some. We cleared this place. So we just got to walk in and grab it. Easy breezy. Lemon squeezy. Install rollers. The falling damage in this game is always so dramatic. I feel like we just started playing and yet the broadcast is half over. How does that even happen? I
ought to mention, the Iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, They'll open fire without a second thought.
Okay, done and done.
If you'll just listen...
No, no more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
What are you arguing about?
We're out of time. We need food and ammunition. We need to hit Stellar Bay while we still have the manpower to do it.
Are they really doing better than you are?
Doubtful. But we don't need much, and Sanjar isn't going to share.
You want to attack the city?
Yes, I know it's drastic, but it's clear that Sanjar will never cooperate. And if it's him or us, I choose us.
Bad mindset to have. Hey, listen, I've been to the printing press and it's clear.
Excellent.
Did you find the Van Nuys?
Yeah, the Van Nuys are on their way back.
Thank the Eternal.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. This plan's brilliance is in its subtlety. For the time being, let us cease our activities on the tower, lest we bring premature attention upon us. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. I want a word.
Starting to get very uncomfortable.
Greetings, friend.
What? Sorry. Long day.
Guess we have to wait for her to get back to the clinic. Talk to Sanjar to prevent a war, says Jan. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking we're going to have to do. Well, we need to find out exactly why he's decided to stop sharing supplies. Let's quick save before talking to Zora, in case that locks us out of another alternative. And then let's talk to her. If it does, then we'll go talk to Sanjar. Okay, quick save and Zora.
Hey, Captain. I need your help, and we ought to keep it hush-hush. You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber Heights?
Actually, no, I'd love to hear that.
You're talking about the massacre. Back when the corps were pulling out, pirates raided the place and killed the MSI bigwigs living here.
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned, but nobody could find them. The station's locked up, but one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby rat nest. It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other, but it's similar. I bet it opens a door.
Let's just go through it all. A random door code doesn't sound useful.
I know it's a long shot, but if we miss something there, if you can get into that station, maybe we can get some answers.
The Amber Heights gate?
Right. The access codes to Amber Heights. What gets me is, if this belonged to the pirates, that means they knew someone there. If someone gave them the gate code, all those deaths, Captain, all that blood is on their hands.
Why are we keeping this to ourselves?
Graham isn't fond of talking about the history here. He had friends who worked here. The massacre hit him pretty hard. You know him. Live and let live and all that. I don't want to burden him right now, especially if this ends up being a dead end.
So, Graham's the live and let live guy? All this time. I thought he was really the radical, but it seems like he's just really enthusiastic about his new religion and about preaching, but that is not the violent type. And if that's the case, I may have second thoughts about siding with Zora here. I don't get what's so important about this. Don't you have bigger problems?
I surely do. But it's not far, and if they died in there, they died with their munitions. We'll need them.
Ooh, so
Besides, if it's filled with valuables from the aristocrats who lived here, we can pawn them off on Sublight and get ourselves ahead on our food budget.
Do we really want to arm these guys? Okay, go to the relay station, see if the code's useful. Anything else?
Just a warning. The area is infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help, but we're, preparing for war.
Right, I'm on it.
Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but information's good too. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Good luck. Watch out for the Taros.
But we also have to find justice for the massacre, and if the board had something to do with that, then maybe the revolution is worth it. I don't know. Tara says, can you talk to Graham after talking with Zora? Good idea. Let's go see if Graham has something new to say. Let's see, where was he? He was over here, right? No, doggone it. I get lost and turned around. He was over here in the bar.
Nyoka, I can smell you're having fun.
No. All right. Well, so now we have to decide what quests we want to do. Let's take a look at the region map. That sends us here to Amber Heights. Is that where we found the Amber Heights gate? Could have sworn we found a gate somewhere over here that we didn't pass yet. Okay, let's see where this all takes us. Radio Free Monarch. Oh, that's the different one. That's our primary one. Little Memento sends us there. Family Matter. We've already done that. We could return. Space-time continuum sends us there. So that's the closest one. Eras Unseen also sends us there. That's pretty close. Sucker Bait sends us there. It's the next closest. Mr. Pickett's Big Game. Ooh, that's even closer. Looks like we'll do that first. Do Zora's quests to make peace with her and the MSI. Thank you, Brennan. That's what I am hoping to do. All right, let's get out of here.
A vicar, huh? You a true believer, or do you just like the tithes?
Why, that's borderline offensive, Ms. Ramnareem Wentworth. Of course I believe. The tithes are merely a well-earned bonus.
I met another believer once. Pushy type. He thought he'd been left behind for a reason. Thought he'd find some kind of cosmic truth in the wilderness. Got himself infected by a mantis and drowned in a sulfur pool. Some truth.
Can't get more brutally true than survival of the fittest. But don't mistake us all for blind fools. Intellect plays a large part in who stays among the living.
Glad to hear it.
Jonathan says, okay, what's your bet? Who do you think did it? Who do I think massacred Amber Heights? Well, whoever was behind the pirates. Who was behind the pirates? There's something up on this hilltop. Did we go and see that? Let's find out real quick. Yeah, I remember this. Marauder camp. Okay, so we're back at the crossroads, and I remember we were deciding to go either this way or this way, and we had decided to go this way. So since we have begun clearing this path, let's continue for now. There was a little nook over there that we couldn't get to. Jay-Z says, Ox, can you end the stream after 4? Then let's start a new one. I could. Thing is, I've got Fallout 2 lore videos to complete this week. And I'm almost done with Fallout 2. I think there are 3 or 4 episodes left in the game. And then we're done. Okay, so I could go off the beaten path and go around here. Then back to there. Then back up there and continue south. Let's do that. Because that just leads to the other path.
I'll keep quiet. Incoming!
Sometimes violence is the only way. Don't mess with us.
Oh man, and they had it done even before I could finish off. Hey, you know what? Raptidons, right? Didn't seem to suffer. Ooh, a cave! Hey, we found a cave. We found a cave. I'm so happy to explore this cave because we found a cave. And there's a guy inside.
Hey, over here.
Elroy Booth.
Well, I'll be. You lost too, son?
Always. Life's a grand adventure.
I like your gumption, stranger. Although maybe not your practicality. Name's Elroy. Elroy Booth. Pleased to meet you. I've been out and about, making deliveries for the Fallbrook folks, and I seem to have gotten myself turned around.
Okay, well, good luck. Or... you able to find your way back out?
Oh, sure. I'll get on out of here soon after you do. If it's all the same to you, I'll wait till you're nice and out of sight before heading back. Can't be too careful after all. You go on. I'll see you out in the wilderness.
There was one dialogue option about buying something.
Hey, over here.
Well, I'll be.
Name's Elroy. Elroy Booth. I've been out and about.
Can I buy something?
Afraid not, stranger. I'm plumb out. Until I make it back to Fallbrook to restock. If it's all the same to you, I'll...
Okay, so maybe he was just a quest that I would have gotten had I gone to Fallbrook first. And looks like I've completed it. Another plasma launcher. I want to get a plasma launcher Ultra or Mark II, if I can. Don't have that yet, but the plasma launcher is really cool. I've been having fun with it. I can't get up there, can I? No. Right, well, we're doing the big loop. There's the pool in the middle of the caldera, or what looks like a caldera anyway. And our quest marker is right over here. Abysmal Depths says, Ox, please don't forget to return to Central when you finish Fallout 2. Can't wait to see what the terminal says. There are a lot of things that I'm eager to do when we finish Fallout 2. By Central, did you mean Vault 8? Because in Vault 8, there is a terminal that we can only access after. Hey. There's Mr. Pickett. Mr. Pickett's journal. Oh, dear. This journal details Mr. Pickett's ill-timed trip to Stellar Bay just before the hazard clause went into effect and his attempts to hunt a manta queen to bring to Edgewater. Tony says, be careful with this one, Oxhorn. People with Booth in their name have a tendency to kill famous people with iconic hats. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Okay, well, that one's done. Let's go to the next one, which is... sucker bait. Nope, that sends us there. So the next closest was this one. And there's another one that sends us here. Let's go back to the road, make sure we didn't miss something. Like a... Hold on a second. Oh, we're going to have to anyway because there's a river here.
Going silent.
Here we go.
She's amazing. Oh, all right. Ooh, Sublight Thug. Wait, gold? Dodge +7, okay. Hoover Dam. What's the armor you're wearing? I am wearing heavy construction gear. Level up, Ox. Oh, great. Thank you, everybody. I forget these things if not for you. Okay, 10 points available. Wow. What was I doing? One more point to get to maxed leadership. I could still level 2 if I put him into tech. I can still level 2 if I put him into dialogue. Handguns and heavy weapons. Well, let's try and maximize our points. Tech. That's the 2 there, and then dialogue. Okay. Looks like I've got a perk ready. Let's do the penetration one. We had liked that, right? All right. All right, let's switch to my long-range weapon. Mark the Empty Man quest for Vicar Max, says Vladimir. Oh, great. Thank you. Vicar Max. That's here as well. That was the other one that was here as well. Thank you. All right, so we've got 2 that bring us to this location. Looks like there's a Marauder blockade over here that we bypassed, but I do want to kill them. Quick save. And let's edge over this hill. Let's see what we got. Oh no, they're MSI troopers. Lenora, didn't we save her? The Fallbrook Crossroads. Wait, is she that merchant we saved?
Oh, hey there. Thanks again for getting me away from those marauders. Oh, last time I was in the city, Sanjar was singing your praises about a bull something or other. Suppose that warrants a discount.
Great.
You want to buy something?
Yeah. So, are you an independent merchant, or...?
No, don't be absurd. I'm based out of Stellar Bay, but I cater to our more, trailblazing clientele.
I'm surprised you're so chipper about working out here.
Hey, life's too short to be worried about danger this and careful that. I'd rather just do my job and try and enjoy it.
Great world philosophy. Life philosophy. You never did tell me how you got captured.
Oh, it's nothing out of the ordinary, really. I was on my way to Fallbrook and got jumped by insane, bloodthirsty cannibals. It happens.
Let's see what you got. Has she anything interesting? Grenade launcher 2. Yeah, it's level 19, though. Ordnance control. Backpack mod. Not too expensive either. Magnum. Ah, chrysostomid tumors. Ugh. $38% discount. That's a great little merchant right there. Okay. So that's the path we chose not to take. We'll go up that path on our way back instead of fast traveling, just to see what we missed. But for now, we move on to Fallbrook.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
Thank you. Let's do a hard save here. Man. Pardon me, Monarch is huge. We've already discovered 3 cities. We're off to explore the 3rd. On this one planet alone. I know, but I got to explore everything. I know you want to go inside, but... Jeremy Duncan says, so Mod Muster coming for the new Creation Club content for Fallout 4? Absolutely, when it comes out. And I don't know the exact date of that, so we just got to wait. Hey. Time to test out our new penetration perk.
Opening fire! Got it!
Covering you! I'll take your confession now.
Sorry, Vicar!
Well done. We're still alive.
I keep forgetting that when I use their abilities, I send them into the thick of battle. Then they get right in my line of sight, and I end up accidentally hitting them. Hey, we're getting a lot of tossball cards. Uh-oh, we're also getting sidetracked. All right, I'll explore all that in a minute. We will be going that way eventually. But it looks like we can run around in this water, so... Oh, doggone it.
Nice hit!
To shred?
I've had quite enough of you!
Oh, yeah. Right, let's follow the river. I think it's, oh, it's dammed up. That's right, we found a dam. Okay, into Fallbrook, finally. David Norrell says, they build so much into this game, and it's great to see it all. And it's nice to see it with you, Ox. Still waiting on Microsoft on fixing Part 1 before I can continue the game there. Part 1, Microsoft? I guess I don't understand that reference, but I'm glad you're here, David. And you're right, they did put so much into it. It's really a shame to go through the game and not explore everything, because you miss the point of the game. Jay-Z says, Ox, there is a UI setting that puts a blue outline on your companion so you can see them better in battle. Thank you, Jay-Z. That would actually be very useful. Gameplay, I guess. Show companion helmets, field of view, difficulty, UI, tutorials, base item stats, dialogue, tooltip, show responses. No, don't need that. HUD visibility. Companion outlines. There it is. Combat only. I like that. Thank you.
Time for a round of whist. Or a round of whiskey. Or both.
Nelson Mason.
Take a gander at that mug. I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking my whole life.
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy's got eyes like a sprat set on stealing your dinner.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we pluck. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantium Goldblood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink.
He said wink, wink. Yeah, we could actually say that. Did you just say wink at me instead of actually winking?
Don't believe I did. No? Wink. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats.
Let me guess, we pocket the half you save?
Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from their latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods for me? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
5%? Before I agree to this, I want some questions answered.
Hit me. I won't even hit back.
Okay, you're just a creepy guy. Punch him in the eye!
Ow! What was that for?
You told me to hit you.
You're nuttier than Miss Malin. Cripes. Remind me never to cross you. Though, you put that mean right hook to good use getting my drugs, and I'll be more than happy.
And we get reputation. That's great. So, we could actually hit him. So, what do you do around here?
Officially, I keep the books for Miss Malin, provide loans to the Byzantium Goldbloods for gaming, and oversee our drug-running operations. Speaking of, might I interest you in a purchase? I'll give you a first-time discount. That's 5% off and a free drink at the ante-up. You're welcome.
Jonathan says, Oxhorn, I wonder what cysty pigs taste like. I don't. I really don't. I haven't thought about it. I don't want to know. Oh, the name alone makes me think. The texture is something like slimy gristle or congealed fat. Or maybe it's got the texture of a pear, but pork flavored. Well, I'm so glad you spent so long thinking about this. I'll just not think about it at all. Sure.
A shrewd decision. Here's your starter pack and your drink voucher.
Lilia sent me to meet with Catherine Malin.
Wow. You're either an extremely important person or slated for a slow and torturous death. I do hope it's the former. Either way, you'll find Miss Catherine Malin straight back in Malin's House of Hospitality.
All right. Where should I start looking for your missing sprat carriers?
I run my sprat carriers back and forth through the shipping tunnels near the waterfall. Ought to check there first. Good luck. And don't get any ideas about pilfering the drugs for yourself.
Make it a 35 plus, a sample of the goods, and you've got yourself a deal. Wink.
35%? Are you out of your gourd? If I wasn't recovering from a bout of Margellans, I wouldn't stand for this. But things are what they are, so I'll agree to it. But not 0.5% more. My sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
Anything else?
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise. Wink.
Oh my gosh, I just want to slap this guy.
Hit me. I won't even hit back.
That's it.
Sure it is. Wink.
How did they do it? How do they make every character we can interact with interesting? Okay, so we got shops down here. This probably leads to the Sprat problem. All right, let's go over here. Emmett Dunsley.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Can you not see I'm walking here?
You don't look like you're walking.
Physically, you mean? In my mind, I have traveled galaxies. Well, it is of no consequence, I assure you. I shall embark shortly with my legs.
Okay, this guy is a bit out of it. Where are you going?
I'm not entirely decided. If I'm being honest, I think I'd fancy a visit to Tartarus, so long as it's under the shield of my fantastical imagination.
Oh my gosh. Matt Higgs says wink. Thank you, Matt. Oh, carry on then. Well, he'll just have a good time with his phantasmical imagination. Hello. Sawed-off shotgun Mark II, but I think I've already got that already. Break an ankle. Oh. I much prefer the music of this town. Oh, that wasn't set to owned. Or that. Okay, nothing in here is set to owned. But this is, strangely enough. Okay. Okay, so we've explored the houses on the other side of the street. Only on that side. Fallbrook. Ooh. Lots to do here. Everything's evicted in this town. Sunlight employee.
Keep walking, Rung Leech.
Hey, you be nicer.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay? Boss lady told me to take the night off.
No, I'm beat. Just got back from delivering to that house with the strange family.
The ones that always smell like raw meat and got splotches of blood on them?
Yep. Oddest thing. They started ordering cans of Borstwurst, but only if they come from the C&P factory.
Makes you wonder what the secret ingredient is.
Whoops. Is that the cannibal family we found? The Chet. Oh, I gotta talk to a guy named The Chet.
No, but thank you. I'm quite all right as I am.
Wait, what?
Oh, you're still here. I said I don't require anything at this time. Run along now. I've had more than enough to satisfy my thirst for one evening.
Rookie Granddad says, hey, Oxhorn, I've been watching your vids for a few years now. Better than watching any TV series. Keep it up, mate. Thank you very much. Okay, seriously, what's your deal?
Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram?
Where can I find Catherine?
Can't fathom why you'd go searching her out. But it's your neck on the noose. I was told she runs the saloon.
Goodbye, friendly chap. And this is all set to owned. That's it. Hello. Oh. Or I can use the insurance officer's key. Well, I wonder if we can find the insurance officer's key so that the sentry bot doesn't kill us. Or... view recent records. Please select a claim to view. Ahmed Burst Whistle. Claim. Loss of gentlemanly honor and good name. I entered into a gentleman's wager with several chaps at Billingsley's regarding the nature and composition of the Spacer's Choice product, tarmac and cheese. I was quite certain the product did contain actual tarmac, and my companions wagered that it surely did not. Lo and behold, investigation into the matter revealed that I had been the victim of a gross misunderstanding. Yet, how was I to know what manner of fare common factory workers eat? And how could Spacer's Choice be so irresponsible as to advertise that its product contained tarmac when it clearly does not? The damage to my reputation has been most grievous. I find myself unable to return to my previous haunts for fear of the stares and chuckles that'll follow. My honor as a gentleman has been called into question, as has the nature of my relationship with livestock. Resolution denied. Improper form work. Claimant forgot to say the magic word. Oh my gosh. Killer Route on Mixer says, having fun. Yes, indeed. And thank you for the sparks. Very kind indeed. Same with you, Sentinel Strong. Next up, Fanny Cartwright. Claim loss of one finger. I've been an assistant saw operator with C&P for 5 years. Most of the blade guards broke last year and management never replaced them. I lost my left finger ring. My left ring finger last week as a result. Resolution denied. Negligible damage. Claimant is right-handed, so the magnitude of this loss is minimal. Updated claim, loss of 3 fingers. The saw I was... and the typing represents the finger loss. The saw I was working on came loose yesterday on account of C&P skipping routine maintenance checks. The accident took 2 fingers from my right hand and another from my left. Resolution again denied. Self-disqualification. Claimant was missing a finger from a previous incident and should not have been operating sharp machinery. Updated claim. Loss of 4 fingers. I can't even read this. The shift left several indicates incurred worthy. Felt make it that the loss of 4 fingers on my arm and 2 from it. Resolution denied. Claim unintelligible. Wow, that's awful. Next, filed on behalf of C&P, claim loss of one worker. Assistant saw operator 16J, Cartwright F, lost several digits due to the carelessness and negligence. She failed to heed prominently posted warnings about the state of our safety equipment, and her resultant injuries have decreased our factory's productivity and led to multiple stress headaches for management as we've struggled to reshuffle workers' schedules around. Resolution approved. They approved it for the company, but not for the worker? Ooh. Now, to go down, we got to pick that. But, you know, we could just go down this way. Right. Sublight Thug. And who's this? Insurance agent.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Dullness of mind?
Some people, but no one in this office, I assure you, might call it stupidity.
Obviously too common an ailment for insurance to cover.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Oh. What else can you tell me about your insurance policies?
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy.
Of course.
We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Disastrous marriages?
Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
Oh, yes. Who would get an outrageous statement insured?
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
Who gets their eyebrows insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
That's all.
One thing's for sure. You won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
Oh, I bet. Why is your office on Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Ah. Why?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch. But financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can... what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
I wonder if I can actually get insurance from this guy. So you're dodging the authorities.
We prefer to think of it as chasing the savings. Turns out that not having to pay kickbacks, fines, and rent in the most expensive city in Halcyon improves our liquidity. Plus, Sublight keeps this place running remarkably well, and they sure drive business our direction.
Farva says, hello, Oxhorn. Been a long time sub. Love your Fallout vids. Dig the hat, man. Thank you very much. Glad you're watching today. Well, that's all for now, we'll say. Quite the insurance agent. Those jingles just, they get into my mind. Hey, another Sublight ID cartridge. I probably don't need any more, but I'll take them. Right, well, we know where this door leads. We climbed up the back passage. Doubt I want to be attacked by the robot. So we'll just leave that alone. Okay, so there's the Sublight Dry Goods and Sundry.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was, stars. I can't remember. Days.
You don't think he got crushed during the bridge collapse?
It was his team running that drop? Sure puts things into perspective.
Well, looks like the book's in here.
This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone.
All right. Reginald Cheney's gold panning log, day 152, conditions fair. Report. I can't believe I'm still stuck in this law-forsaken town, but at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise. Down the tunnel, on the riverbank outside of town, produced 1 nugget and 2 teeth. I wonder if I can find a dentist who'd pay something for the teeth. Cheney. Let me get another cigar.
Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down on the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
It's your place. If he's famished, why doesn't he eat? Restricted stock, eh? Ooh, Sublight datapad. This datapad contains the personal journal of Mercer Cole, a low-level Sublight contractor. Most entries pertain to slagging his teammates or complaining about crap-for-pay contracts. The last entry reads, "Can't believe we found doggone it Alavate gas in a hibernated Rizzo lab out in the dustback. Lavate? Olivate? Whatever it's spelled, it's worth a crap ton. Who the crap would use that to make candy?" Looks like the old Gertie's hunch is going to prove out. Not that I'll ever tell her so. The way she goes primal at the slightest hint of criticism. Too much product for us to transport. Gonna need a ship to smuggle this off-world. Probably need Lily Hagen to send a team. No way Ms. Malin can handle a job out of Fallbrook. Been working on Remy, plying him with the pale kale ale he likes. Figure out if I get him nice and sloshed, he'll tell me the password to that place. Interesting. Did some exploring while he and Gertie were testing the Alawiti gas. Found an old elevator shaft, a lab coat modded into a hidey spot for some Dan-defined weapon. Ooh, it's getting interesting. Things probably worth enough to make me a right top runger after I go back for it. Old Mercer's getting himself to Byzantium, you can bet it. Can't let Remy or Gertie find out about it. Gertie will go half-burn and demand I split the profits. Remy, he'd probably send me to the boneyard and keep it for himself. Boneyard? The screen is cracked and most of the keys are non-functional, fused together from plasma damage. All but a few entries are unreadable. Of those remaining, only snippets can be viewed. Corporal Sauber, you are reassigned effective immediately. Must report to Site Safety Commander Sanders by 1600 HST. Transport provided by non-corporate contractor. Reliable. Proceed overland to research facilities. East Town. Designation. Fallbrook. Entry 2. Kind of crap hole facility is this? I'm never accepting a promotion again unless it comes with a gilded toilet. Hastily keeps losing her damn key card. Expects me to find it for her, not her doggone swain. At least Powell's easy on the eyes. Entry 2. Crap-wrapped doggone alarm went off again before I got the chance to try the weapon. Seen anything like it. Cassidy used it for a damn prank. Now Sanders is going to lock it up and I'll never perfect the crowd control. Easy to maintain. Order in the townships once they get their hands on glue. It's on Scylla. Weapons from the Void. Abandoned lab. Science weapon. Oh, so these are for science weapons. So there's a science weapon on Monarch. Ooh, why has this guy got human skulls back here? That's not creepy.
I offer high quality and low prices. Pick one for your purchase. If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
What? Who's the top dog in these parts?
Town Sublight owned and run. Caters to a variety of clientele. The one you want to avoid pissing off the most is Catherine. Prove bad for her business, and she'll kneecap you without a second thought.
A town built into the side of a mountain. You don't see one of those every day.
Yeah, and? Do I look like the city planner? I wasn't exactly consulted on the blueprints when Catherine started building out Fallbrook. But now that you mention it, I reckon she had her reasons to hide us.
From who? Monarch is a lawless land.
We got smugglers, outlaws, mavericks, and Byzantium socialites flying in and out of Fallbrook all the time. Why openly spit in the board's eye?
Why the socialites?
They're so self-important the way they strut around, preening and flashing their pricey gadgets. Makes for easy marks. Keeps our pockets lined with bits. Yeah?
No, I think you're not telling me the whole story.
It might be that you're right. But I got no reason to trust you with the truth, now do I? Maybe if you were a better friend to Sublight. Ask me again if you're standing with Sublight and proves, and I'll feel more obliged to answer.
Interesting. All right. What she has to trade? No data pads or anything. Mr. Scrimson says, hello, Oxhorn, longtime viewer. Never catch a live stream as I'm in the UK. Loving the Outer Worlds. Keep it up. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Ooh, and we can steal that. Durag says, check out the Halcyon Embassy on Go Bray if you ever return. Will do. All right, let's quick save. Can I steal this poster?
Hey, you!
Nope.
What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
I don't want any trouble out of you.
But I lose Sublight reputation, don't I? Yeah. We'll worry about that another day. Emmett Dunsley? How did he get here?
Pardon me, you're distracting the magnificent journey of my mind. I was galaxies away being ripped asunder in the depths of a black hole. What an excruciating and exquisite experience.
Oh, I bet. Wait, what?
Nothing at all, I assure you. I tend to ramble during my daily walks. If there's no further excitement to be had, I suppose I shall go for a soak beneath the medicinal waterfall. Perhaps I'll slice my heel open on a rock. Nothing like the physicality of pain to make you feel alive.
Oh my gosh.
Not now. I'm walking and thinking while I'm walking.
These guys are ridiculous. But he really is walking. If he made it up here. Okay, well, we need to find this Catherine, and it looks like we need to find some science weapons as well.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
That's not how the game works. I say, knock, knock, like I'm on the outside of a door. And you say...
I swear to the architect, I will punch your lamps out.
Oh, having a rough day?
I lost a shipment out for delivery. Barely made it out. Marauders got Keely.
Ooh, Catherine is gonna flay the skin from your fingers.
I know.
Well, the good thing about this town is we have an ample opportunity to increase our reputation by completing quests. Have I been in here? I feel like I've been in here. I have been in here. Yeah. Am I going backwards? I am going backwards. I need to go this way. Doggone it. Have we been in the Mullins House of Hospitality? No, this is new. Wesley Alexander.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
Got any glacial age whiskey?
No, I don't have any... Ugh. If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
What can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
Nelson Mason gave me a voucher for a free drink at the Ante Up.
This is the ante up, all right, but we don't serve drinks. Hate to break it to you, but Nelson Mason's a con man. Try Yvonne upstairs if you're looking for a swill.
All right. Guess we can't bet. That's a bummer. Oh, move out of my way. Thank you. I believe this is Catherine. Yep.
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Crude but forthright. I admire that.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
Ah, great. If by nugget of paradise you mean a piece of manti dung, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
Well, we have quite a few options. Let's start with buttering her up. Actually, I'm the fixer for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
How special and what sort of something?
Special as in unlawful, delicate, and deadly. As to the something, no, it ain't a person. Not this time. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas, left in a lab when the board abandoned Cascadia. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
Oh, yeah. Safe? You just said it was delicate and deadly.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Gemma says for the F-bombs. Thank you, Gemma. I'm sure I'll be okay. What the heck is Alta Vitae gas?
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
Are you kidding me?
Hold your thrusters. I ain't even got to the tricky part. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
So, the game wants me to bring Ellie or Nyoka. No problem. Nyoka's handled mantisaurs before.
And will again. We ought to be taking any opportunity we get to bury those critters in lead.
Direct and aggressive. I always did like your sensibilities. You know when to strike and when to wait. Shame what came of your crew.
Crews are for ships. They were a family.
Close enough. Now, after you clear the manti nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Wow, good thing we have an engineer. Parvati will handle it. Our resident Vicar's pretty good with computers. He should hack it. Or he could hack it.
Well, I haven't seen the system, but I feel confident saying I can split her asunder.
I'll just bet you can. Men of the cloth never do cease to amaze me. Bright as a newborn star on the outside, blackest of holes within. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
Of course. I might be interested.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this was going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
This is a shady one. What specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
Any tips on how I might get in?
If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know.
Say I wanted to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
And if I wanted to kill him?
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Okay, well, do we really want to sabotage this guy's business? Another Sublight ID cartridge. We've got a lot of those already. I don't feel like stealing another one. Just because he's good at his job? Oh, here we go. It's quick save.
And we're stuck, gang. And we're stuck.
What do you think you're doing?
Persuade.
Do what you want.
We've got trouble!
Ah. I want to read this terminal.
Hey, you!
What do you think you're doing?
I don't want any trouble out of you.
There we go. This terminal is registered for usage by Catherine Malin and is only to be accessed for the official communication on behalf of Sublight Salvage and Shipping. Messages. To L. Hagen. Subject blind drops. Ooh, my dearest pain in the ass. For a good month now, I've been blind dropping supplies to an anonymous buyer. The payment's clear and full on time, and the supplies are religiously retrieved from a bridge to the north of Fallbrook. My suspicions warn me that we might be very well dealing with a corporation, one operating on Monarch illegally. The opportunity for exploitation is ripe, and I find myself itching to strike. Advise now or forever hold your peace. Your most favored salvager, Malin. From L. Hagen. Subject, contractor en route. I told you I don't want to see business details, especially not on record. If there's something I absolutely need to know, send a courier, someone we both know. Otherwise, handle it yourself. When you work your magic, I trust your calls, rah, end of line. Send me some Borst when you're done. I'll send you a torpedo juice in trade. Finally got a line in with one of the engineers. I hired a new contractor and sent them your way. You can call them Alex Hawthorne. They're not the Hawthorne that used to do the Fallbrook runs, but I don't care, neither do you, right? Expect them to deliver a package for me. You'll know what to do with it when you see it. Anything you need done, ask them. Just make sure they can do what they came for while you borrow them. Let me know the next time you come to GB, Groundbreaker. I'll make dinner. We can get falling down drunk and scandalize our employees, just like old times. Pain in the ass. Right. Let's do this right this time. Is this information we would have gotten out of Catherine by completing her quests? Well, it doesn't mean we still can't complete them, if so. So here's the real bar. Who's this guy? Just a patron. Let's talk to Yvonne Brennan. Vladimir says, Ox, Catherine has another quest. Right, but did reading the terminal prevent me from getting that quest? Should I talk to her again to get that other quest?
How's Clive? I do hope you gave him my regards.
Let's talk about something else.
Sure.
Oh, that's right. Sanjar said you know something about a corporation operating in secret on Monarch.
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely.
Ooh. Lie 100? Ah! Well, there's no way I can raise that skill high enough to pass the check. I'll check it out.
And I'll thank you kindly for it.
I'd like a room.
I take it you don't have a reservation. No matter, I keep a suite of VIP rooms for visitors of your, let's call it a certain means. The VIP rooms charge by the night, but for you, I'll make it a one-time fee. Got a feeling you'll make me a fine investment.
$384, consider it sold. Sure.
Marvelous. Do take care of the place. Maid service won't clean after a murder.
Oh, a murder. Oh, great. Well, that's fun. Let's go find out what happened there. After we talk with Yvonne.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Well, it's the strangest thing, really, but I was frozen in space for 70 years, and then one day...
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to.
Oh, sure.
Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
Yeah. How many bits are we talking?
More than you can afford at this time.
Nelson Mason gave me a voucher for a free drink at the Anti-Up.
Bagged another one, did he? The Anti-Up's downstairs, and they don't serve drinks. Here, have a pity swill, on me.
Oh, that was nice. You do serve drinks at this bar, right?
Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer, too, from time to time.
This is a sublight bar?
If you're asking if it's Sublight owned, then yes. If you're asking if we give discounts to Sublight employees, then the answer is not only no, but doubly no. Ms. Malin built the bar, the saloon, and the town to boot. If you got business with Sublight, I suggest you follow up with her.
I'd like a drink. And nothing interesting. Let's see if we can find our room. We're finding these Sublight ID cartridges everywhere. Is this our room? Is this the VIP room? We share a bed? No, this can't be it. But that's it. Maybe it's the key to a different house.
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
Efficient, clever, ruthless. I like her.
Well, we have got quite a lot to do. Let's finish exploring Fallbrook. Locked. So apparently that's not our bungalow.
Come back later. Or better yet, not at all.
Bertrand, huh?
We are possible enough as it is. Go away.
Go away, he says.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be cleaner, fancier, stocked with better booze.
cheaper. I've emptied 14-bit carts in the last 2 hours.
That's because you've got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches like mad.
It most certainly does not.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, friend. See? There it goes again.
Well, this is really pretty. What's this? Someone else's house. Jocelyn Julius.
Can I help you? Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no.
Why would we have spoken before?
Most of the freshies spend their first night in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet.
Seems like it's your lucky day.
Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew.
Close call?
You heard that right. Wilderness almost got me pushing up daisies. If I wasn't so fleet-footed, I never would have escaped them Raptidons, then Marauders, and then that Manta Queen alive. To outrun him, I had to ditch my bag. All the bit cards from my winnings were weighing it down. A shame, because it was my favorite gun tote.
Aww. So there is luck in the game. So how'd you wind up in Fallbrook?
Well, Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot.
Which crew did you say you were stationed with?
You wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig. Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all.
Any survival tips?
Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece.
I'm looking for Devil's Peak.
Look for the horns and you can't miss it. Even I saw them when we flew overhead.
Horns?
Massive curved stone peaks, if you want to get technical. They're a part of the mountain terrain.
That's all for now.
Right then. Very well.
I'd like to ask you something.
Then I'd like to answer it. If I can, that is.
That's it.
Right then.
Don't go anywhere. All right, so it looks like I'll be coming back to her. And it looks like she lost a big pile of bits out in the wasteland somewhere. Wonder if we'll come across it. And if we do, if we can return them to her. Or if we just keep them. Okay, so we've gone down the major thoroughfare. Let's explore these final houses and then move on. Room for rent. Hey, there's my spot. Look at this. Automag pistol, padded helm. Oh, this is my stuff, so I can loot it. Yay. But someone died here, huh?
Going silent.
Okay, so let's check out. Is that the factory? Before I decide to sabotage it, I want to learn more about it. Another Sublight ID cartridge. They really put them everywhere. They didn't want us to miss it. Sisty Chops. Another Sublight ID cartridge. Holy cow. They're just everywhere. Okay, so that's not the factory. It's just a workshop.
If you're feeling like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
Oh, so she wants me to go towards the waterfall. Hold on a second. There's something over here. Let's do a quick save first before we go up. Oh, it's another landing pad. So we could recall our ship here. There it is. Okay, everyone else. If I catch you using this thing, I'm going to tie steel to your feet and throw you into a sulfur pool. Catherine, we can access the shipping manifests. Most recent manifests. Outgoing Anti-Cleo perishables. Parcel, 61 kilograms, destination Anti-Cleo outpost. Attention, Department of Engineering. And then another similar one and another similar one. Incoming, Spacer's Choice Outpost. Department of Sanitation, Department of Security. Purchase request, Department of Agriculture. Offer, 51 bits. Supplies delivery, Rizlo's Purpleberry Bunch Stock, Rockets, Chocolasteroids, Spacer's Choice Salt Tuna, CNP near Maple Syrup. Okay, well, let's see what's on the other side of the landing pad. Doesn't look like much. Okay, so looks like we'll go over there. Now, Nyoka says she wants us to go take a dip in the waterfall. And then there's this over here and that over there. Let's do a bit of both. What are you doing down here, Jocelyn?
Can I help you? Don't think we've... No, wait. I for certain remember you. Yep.
That's it. So what's so interesting about this waterfall that so many people have told me to go check it out?
Ain't happening.
Vented helmet Mark III. 21. Yeah. Plasma launcher. I've already got one, don't I? Yep. Well, thank you for that, Nyoka. We took a dip. We got some stuff. Feeling good. They really don't want us to miss it. Unlock with sublight storage key.
Want to try me?
Covering you!
Retrieve the drugs. Okay. They're on a body. These are drugged raptidons. So I've got the drugs. Stealing? I have to steal that? There we go. 2. How many do I need? Do I get paid for each one that I get? Just 2 drugs. Or maybe I need to go deeper. Let's see. Location, region. Collect Nelson's drugs from the Sprat carriers. So we only got 2. Wait a minute. Okay, so there we go. More bodies. Okay. Let's go turn this in.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay?
And then we can chew this guy out for giving us a pass that doesn't work.
Did you find them? Tell me you found my my Sprat carriers. Would hate should anything dire have befallen them.
We could keep the drug consumables by passing a lie check. You want the good news or the bad news?
Just tell me straight and don't hold back. I can handle it.
I've got no need for the drugs. I retrieved your drugs, but Raptidons killed your carriers in the cave.
Sprats can always be replaced. Excellent. Oh, this is This is only half! Are you think you can steal from me?
I searched the cave top to bottom, that's all there was.
Search Fallbrook. Either half the Sprats got loose on their own, or there'll be some evidence pointing to the soon-to-be-dead Snake who filched my carriers. You want your cut? You get me the rest of my drugs, no matter what it takes.
Great. So we have to find more.
Got the goods? Because I know you...
And we can't talk to him about giving us that pass that didn't work. Well, the rest are probably down over here. But wait a minute, our quest marker is pointing us this way. Let's see what that is all about.
Miss Minnie Malin, get your twitchy whiskers back here. Don't you run out that door. It's a cruel world outside.
Oh, now this door is open.
Close the damn door. You'll let my Sprats out. Damn it all. Now look what you've done. It'll take me ages to round him up again. State your purpose, or get out of my face, domicile intruder.
I'm looking for some missing Sprats. You wouldn't have happened to have seen any around.
Missing? Nope. Nope. Mine are all found and accounted for. Thank you kindly. Now, if that'll be all, I've got an animal rescue service to oversee, and it ain't easy. Lots to do. Got a multitude of Sprats to spay and feed.
These Sprats you stole are drug carriers, and I'm here to retrieve the goods.
Look, I don't care if Nelson sent you or not. You won't be hurting a hair on any of these Sprats' heads. I've killed vicious beasts for them. I ain't afraid to take on a human. Back out of this domicile, hands up, or become Sprat food, intruder.
I see where this is going. I won't hurt your Sprats. The drugs have probably passed through their digestive tracts already.
You want to dig through Sprat droppings? Be my guest. Get your drugs, then get lost.
Okay, well, here we go. Whoa! Minnie Malin! Hey! Well, he just wanted to save the Sprats. No need getting violent or virulent with him. Fast ration pill. What's this? Weapon parts.
Like a wrapped among the rocks.
There we go. Automag pistol. What do I care if he wants to help the poor little helpless animals? Though there is blood on the ground. What's that all about? I wonder what he feeds them. Mini Marlin.
If you would please leave me and my fur babies be. I think you've given them enough anxiety for one day.
Fur babies, he calls them. Well, I'm a drug runner for this guy. He better be making it worth my time. Makes me wonder what he's going to use the drugs for.
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise. Wink.
Thank you, Quick Tick, for all of the sparks on Mixer. As a matter of fact, I do.
You do? I mean, you do. Of course you do. What did I tell you? Surefire delivery system. Works almost every time.
Turns out some crazy guy was keeping them as pets.
2 guesses I know exactly who. And where to find him. If Bertrand ain't already dead, he's about to be.
Whoops.
I owe you for bringing this breach in security to my attention. As promised, you're cut, plus a little extra to show my gratitude. Now, if there's nothing else you need from me, I must go inventory my goods.
Whoops. I don't want to get the poor spread guy in trouble, so let's try this again.
Got the goods?
That's great. Now pay me.
Right. In my excitement, I very nearly forgot. Ha. As promised, you're cut, plus a little extra to show my gratitude. Now, if there's nothing else you need from me, I must go inventory my goods.
Okay, now we are at agreeable reputation with Sublight. Let's see if we can find that one person who wouldn't talk to us. Walter White Delivery Space Meth says no name. Space Meth? Is that what we've been doing?
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was...
All right, I don't remember where this lady was.
days.
You don't think you got
Dry
crushed during the
goods?
bridge collapse?
No, though we were sent... Oh, yeah, Lillian Reed.
I offer high quality and few blood. Yeah. We got smug.
No, I think you're not telling me the whole story.
Being too shrewd can be dangerous around Fallbrook. But seeing as you're a friend of Sublight, I guess it can't hurt to fess up. If you're gonna run a smuggling hub, you don't exactly want to stick out like a homing beacon on the landscape. There's a reason we ain't got Devil's Peak-style horns out front.
That's it? Okay. I was told to talk with Duncan, wasn't I?
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Catherine said you can give me an ID cartridge for the C&P factory.
Not so fast. The biometric IDs are special goods. Only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
You cotton? Never heard that before. We can intimidate. We can lie. The secret of your illicit dealings is safe with me, or we can persuade. I think the fact that Catherine Mallon sent me for it makes me special enough.
She needs it for a job? Well, why didn't you say so? Reckoned you asked her where to best procure one, and she obligingly pointed you my way.
That's right.
Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a C&P factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
Oh, that'll do it. Right, well, we've got our ID, and we solved the Sprat problem. Now we need to go into the tunnels.
Said you docked 3 days ago?
Which is over here, right? Okay, let's see. So there's the horns. The broker resides in a station at the top of Devil's Peak. That's not here. That's outside. So that takes me over there. Let's see what we can take care of here. Slaughterhide Cave. No. Little Memento. No. Family Matter. No. Space-Time Continuum. No. Errors Unseen. Close. Sucker Bait. Nope. Mr. Pickett's Big Game. Nope. Yeah. Weapons from the Void. So that's at the end there. So, for the Empty Man companion quest, and for Weapons from the Void, the Unreliable, and what's that? Why out the door? And there's one right outside. All right, well, let's go here for now. Reginald!
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
Man, I wouldn't want to get on Vicar Max's bad side. This guy doesn't look like much of a scholar, Max. Care to explain?
This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar.
Oh, okay.
But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
Maybe he didn't know the book was in French.
Oh, he knew. Didn't you? Didn't you?
Okay, I admit it. I was tired of your high and mighty speechifying all the time. It was just a joke, I swear. I didn't mean nothing by it.
See, Captain? I've dealt with this swine before. I know how he thinks. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better.
Max, stop. It's not too late. Maybe the answers you've been looking for is in that book. Or I agree, he's just trying to trick you again. And senseless violence is the best medicine. Well, you know what we're going to do. We're going to proceed with the book.
Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
Weird hermit? Sounds kind of flimsy to me.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
What do you say, Vicar?
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
Okay, the peaceful diplomatic solution. I like it.
Hey, I just want to thank you for saving my life.
Saving your life? It's a bit of an exaggeration.
Exaggeration? Has the vicar told you what he did to old Lem? He's still eating through a tube, last I heard.
Look,
Lem?
what I may or may not have done to some degenerate during a prison brawl is old news. I'd rather not discuss it.
Max, you want to tell me about Lem?
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm.
Jeez, Max. I'm really upset that he lied to me. Cut the crap, Max. You lied to me about Cheney, and I want to know why.
You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney.
Yeah.
And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness.
Oh. I understand. We all get a little obsessed sometimes. You're forgiven. I don't think so. You're not welcome on my crew. Pack your things. Or okay, but I'm watching you. You ever lie to me again about anything, and you're out.
Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
So, what was it like being in prison?
Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
Let's move on. Well, this Max character is, he's a complex guy. A very complex guy. Now, didn't we read about tunnels? Or is that all outside of Fallbrook? Okay, there was one. We've done the empty man. There was one that was right outside the gates. Now this one I don't get. I got to go back to the unreliable for that. Oh, that's because I have to go to the Scylla? Also, this one I don't get. But there is one on Monarch. Okay, and we've also got to do the companion quest for Nyoka. Vladimir says the tunnels is where you found the dead sprats with drugs. If so, those aren't really tunnels. That was more of a nook. But all right.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
I missed this guy on the way in. Tell me about the amenities.
No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Where am I? What is this place?
Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best-kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
No.
Man, oh man, it has been a blue moon since I had to break out the hook'em spiel.
Here we go.
Allow me to paint a picture in your mind. A parcel of pure paradise nestled beneath a waterfall within a mountain. We've got activities of leisure. We got proclivities for vice. We got booze and bets and non-communal beds. Sublight owned and run, so you know you're safe while you're breaking the laws. Check in at the saloon to start spending your bits now.
Lilia sent me. Where's Catherine?
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? That sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Uh-oh. Breathe. It's okay. Just point me towards Miss Malin.
She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise, Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail.
Oh. All right, well, we got reputation for stopping to chat. Always worth the time. Now, if I recall correctly, there was something on the road up here, and we need to go here anyway. So before we head this way, let's do that.
Hey, Max. What does your religion say happens to us after we die?
The body returns to the universe from whence it came. I'm sure you've seen a corpse in the various stages of decay.
Why do we exist in the first place, then? What the hell's the point?
Our lives contribute to the betterment of the human race. Everyone has a part to play for the greater advancement.
I ain't got a part. Life ain't a damn cereal.
You helped people survive the Monarch evacuation, did you not? Perhaps one of them will go on to unlock godhood for the human race.
Well, if they do, I hope they remember who pulled them from the jaws of raptidons.
I love our companions' interactions. Now, there is a hill overlooking the road. Let's see what's up here first.
Here they come! Down they go! Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Oh no, another flaw. Herpetophobia. After too many encounters with mantipillars and mantisars, you're not quite yourself when any of the manta family of creatures are attacking your party. Effects. Phobic. Here we go again. Dexterity -1, perception -1, and temperament -1. Oh man, this keeps up. I'm gonna have a flaw for every single creature in the game. But doggone it, it's only when I'm fighting those. I'll take it. Headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. When you're low on health, increased damage. Science weapons. After killing an enemy, your weapon's sway and accuracy penalties while moving are reduced to 0 for a short time. I mean, that's pretty cool. The armor bonus is also really nice. Let's do the armor. Jay Mills says, some people binge watch shows on Netflix. For me, it's The Outer Worlds with Oxhorn and the Oxettes. Can't wait to watch later tonight after the Bruins game. Well, thanks for watching. It'll be live later tonight, don't you worry. Roman says, Far Cry screwed up companion interactions badly. They were too repetitive and insanely infrequent. The Outer Worlds takes notes from so many games. It does indeed. Also, I mean, Fallout New Vegas was one of the first games to get companion interactions right. So they were pioneers in that. Okay. One shot, one kill. Weston Sloan. So the bridge is out. That's why.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold? Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler explanation. Thanks for the assistance. Name's Weston. Every once in a while, I set up shop along these here roads. You find yourself in need of resupply, you come on by. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Sure. Show me what you got. Mods, weapons, anti-riot gear, no data pads. Now, how do we get over there? Well, we could go back there. Let's see, but we need to go up here anyway. Let's do the big loop. So we're going to hop down, is that right? I wonder if there's another way down. Oh. Oh, it's a bit of a jump. Quick save. Nope. Thought that would help, but that didn't help. It doesn't slow time. All right. So, doggone it, that means we gotta go all the way around. Well, let's fast travel to Amber Heights. Okay, now we can take the road south and take the other direction. Then we can go down.
Here we go. Our skills are unrivaled.
Man, I love this weapon. So much for the phobia. Okay, so there's the bridge. Looks like from here we do find a nice leisurely way down there. But our quest marker brings us this way. What gun is that? Says a terrible pun. It's just a modified plasma rifle 2.0. Oh no. Oh, doggone it. I never do find them in time. That one had poison? He's sleeping.
Incoming!
I thought he was a pile of bones at first.
I am a storm!
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Okay. Gotta check what's up here. Top of the mountain.
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
Mark Dodd says minophobia coming up next. Yeah, at the rate things are going. Okay, so dead end, but maybe we'll find a secret stash up here. No. Maybe. No. Oh, bummer. So, we explored for the opportunity to kill some monsters. It brings us going down. Right. UDL lab discovered.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
Down they go. Fate shines on us today.
Did we save the scientist?
Look, I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
As bystanders, does this make us complicit?
We killed all the marauders. Oh, wait, there are two up there still. Could we have saved them? I don't even know if we could have saved them.
Great work.
The ladder's been torn down. Maybe we can go through.
I have your back.
The last of them.
Well, doggone it, we didn't save any of them. Hacking skill too low. Optional UDL lab weapons terminal keycard. Hey, locked. That's the weapon. Let's see if we can find this keycard. You can't save them, but you can loot their bodies, says Vladimir. All right, let's go upstairs and see if we can loot their bodies. Maybe we'll find a key card on one of their bodies. Plasma carbine, but it's only a lower level one. Okay. Ha ha ha, got it. .36 armor. I think that beats what I've got. No, it doesn't. All right, and that's where we came from, outside. So, no way to get to the other side? Yes. No. Yes. No. Because the other scientists were killed on the roof. I'm trying to find a way onto the roof. Let's see what this is. Universal Defense Logistics. This terminal is only to be used by UDL personnel with A237 clearance. If you are reading this without the clearance, please report to your supervisor for immediate termination and disciplinary action, including but not limited to fines in excess of 100,000 bits, detention in an authorized incarceration center for up to 136 months, mandatory corporate policies and values seminars, revocation of company lounge, and or bathroom privileges. Sure, I'll just hand myself in for that. Research data. Project name Lorem Ipsum. Okay. Status in progress. Project Lorem Ipsum shall result in a potent, mostly non-lethal crowd control gas for use against rioting, agitated, or excessively numerous crowds. Rich sulfur pockets make Monarch a prime site for testing and experimentation. Early results show promise, but further research is necessary. UDL disavows all knowledge of and responsibility for Lorem Ipsum. All data in this report is considered proprietary knowledge of UDL. Transfer files to external tape. Got it. Recover proof of corporate presence. Now we need to investigate the drop-off site. Messages from N. Sanders. Ms. Valdez, just reporting in to let you know the lab's all set up. We found a good sulfur pocket to drill into, so the data's coming in. But the place smells awful. The only local we've had to make contact with is the sublight boss in Fallbrook. She doesn't ask questions, but I'm pretty sure she's gouging us, and we're all getting sick of expired cysty bits. Just when you think it can't get any worse, not only are they tumors on a pig, but they're expired now? What's next? Pureed expired cysty bits? From our Valdez. Sanders, it's supposed to smell awful. That's the point. And I don't care what Sublight is charging, as long as it keeps your presence there quiet. If word gets out, we're going to spend the rest of our lives in corporate re-education seminars. I don't want to hear from you again until you have a working formula. Once we've got that, you and the rest of the lab rats can come to Byzantium and live on cacao ribs for all I care. And come up with a better name for the project. Something flashy and catchy, but that the rest of management will take seriously. Maybe Waterloo or Danger Burn. I'm sick of my boss asking why I'm forgetting to fill out parts of my report. Alternative project titles. Restricted by user. Well, we can hack it. If Valdez wants a better title, let's see how she likes these. She's going to be furious if she never finds this list. Ever finds it, and I'm not covering for you. Deuteronomy says, how about pickled cysty pig? Congratulations. You just found it. That's worse. Ugh. Make sure these are good and hidden. NS. Thunderdog. Eggs Mayhem. Skunk Parade. Screw you, Valdez. I want my raise. Okay, well, moving on. No Name says the Cysty Pig is everywhere. All hail Cysty Pig. Oh. Universal Defense Logistics. This terminal is to only be used by UDL personnel with an S-564 clearance. If you're reading this, blah, 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 the same penalties apply. Oh, no, but there's another one. Detention in a UDL-authorized incarceration center for up to 349 months, and a personal letter from Chairman Rockwell expressing his extreme disappointment. Letter not actually written by Chairman Rockwell, however, it is an approximation of his tone and vocabulary with a 99.8% degree of accuracy, so you should still feel very ashamed. Research data. After successful trials, management has decided to put Project Not a Toy on hold. UDL will so that's the name they wanted to change. Gotcha. Will still instead pursue projects with a wider area of effect for more practical large-scale crowd control. Note, before anyone asks, this does not mean I'm unlocking the gun. It's Research Log 14. Early results are promising. We've managed to increase the surface tension of the gloop to create a controlled and predictable spread of the substance. Management wants a catchier name, though. Note, I told Powell we're not calling the project Sticky Bits, but he refused to refer to it as anything else. It doesn't even make sense. The gloop particles are nearly frictionless. For 57, Powell and Chastity have started to show interest in the project, which should be good, but their trials seem to involve covering various hard-to-reach surfaces in gloop and launching expensive equipment at them. I'm going to have a talk with them. Log 58, someone filled my underwear drawer with gloop. I have theories. Research Log 143. Chastity used the gloop gun in our office paintball game yesterday. She said it was a mistake, but this is the third time she's made the same mistake, and she's managed to cover the door panel with the stuff. Damn thing's been going haywire ever since. Do you know how hard it is to clean gloop? Chastity doesn't, because every time I pull out the latex and solvent, she remembers she's got actual work to do. From now on, I'm locking the damn thing up. Well, let's unlock the gloop gun. To confirm that you are an authorized Universal Defense Logistics Security Specialist, please answer the following questions. Question 1. You are attending a company meeting at HHC headquarters in Byzantium, and vile dissidents attack the building. What is your priority? Jay-Z says, Ox, do you not eat pork products? I imagine Cysty Pig would taste like bacon. I've heard everybody likes bacon. Also, the texture is probably like meat. I'm just going to start ignoring comments from the chat now. That's what I'm going to do. Everyone keeps on bringing the Cysty Pigs. Okay, we can hack it or we can try and answer it. Let's see if we can answer it. Our priority is to get to safety, evacuate the employees, or protect the chairman. Correct response. Proceeding with security check. Question 2. You are perusing one of our many UDL personal security mega outlets and enjoying our fine selection of employee compliance equipment when you are approached by a stranger. He makes an offhanded comment that could be construed as an indirect insult to Chairman Rockwell. What do? Berate him relentlessly to defend the chairman's honor, smile and walk away, engage him further to assess his intent. Let's berate him. Correct. Proceeding with security check. Question 3. You and your spouse have a healthy, loving relationship, but one day you discover that they have been reading unsanctioned stories to your children. What do? Destroy the stories and forbid your children from mentioning them again. Arrest your spouse and admit your children to a re-education program. Turn the stories into authorities and claim responsibility. Oh, it's got to be answer 2. Correct response. Security check complete. Gloop gun. We got the science weapon from Monarch. 86 DPS, really? Level 15, heavy weapon. The development of this weapon was halted when one of the scientists working on it was killed by marauders, and the remaining team realized that no one understood her portion of the work. How the gloop gun is produced, how it counteracts gravity, and how it creates and conducts electricity is unknown. It will be interesting to try out. Okay, now there's something behind me. Door status sealed. Unsealed door. Terminal brought to you by enter company name here, enter company name here, enter slogan here. Where does this take us? Requires Chastity's hideaway key. Oh. I believe we came down here earlier.
Here we go.
Oh, that's what it does.
Their death,
Interesting.
our survival.
So it suspends them in the air for a little bit. Yeah, we've been down here. So I don't know if it's really worth it for me. I mean, it's got potential, I guess. I can spec into my science weapon perks and so forth. I don't know, it's just not resonating with me. Now, the other weapons are... Wait, there's another weapon over here. Okay, so the next one is a grave down there, right?
Is it true that manta queens devour their mates after copulation?
Yeah. Well, sort of. They kill them, but they leave the body till their swarm hatches and eats it. The first meal is their father.
Makes one appreciative he wasn't born a mentosaur.
That slimy man like you might fit in just fine.
Oh, good. A fight.
Plasma is doing anything.
Sometimes violence is the only way.
Check under the bridge, says Vladimir. Okay.
I'd turn back. This path is...
We survived. There's nothing that can kill us in this architect-forsaken land.
He's really excited that we survived. Check under the bridge, says Vladimir. All right, I will check under the bridge in a sec. Looks like I found a path into the mountains here that appears to be quite dangerous.
Incoming, Captain!
A Fine hit, Captain. Never anger a man of the cloth. That's the last one.
Was this a named boss? Mantisaur lair discovered. Hey. Oh. Hey. Pick up antimatter ray. Oh, what is that? Looks like a carbine. 267 DPS. Not bad. It's got corrosion on it. I could tinker with it. And it only has one mod attached. Mag 2 melt. Damage type corrosion. We'll try it out. Oh, now I'm encumbered. Well, I don't want to get rid of my weapons just yet, but I do have some helmets to get rid of. Let's see, what's Vicar Max wearing? 38. 35. Handguns plus 5. Ranged weapons spread minus 10%. Do companions get bonuses in this game? If so, we'll just keep that on her for now. But I can get rid of that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Iconoclast Apostle Armor. Whoa. Lots of good stuff there. Okay, that just leads me down.
I smite you in the name of the law. Stood in our way.
Laura says, warning Oxhorn, it's not effective against mantises despite the name of the gun. Yeah, it wasn't doing quite as good against this big one as my plasma one was. But maybe that's just because I haven't upgraded it yet. Wow, I'm really going off into the hills here. Let's try it on a scrap mechanical.
Strong survive and the weak perish.
Well, it works against humans. Pretty well. $42. $45, but still, that's an upgrade for both of them, I think. Yeah. Then let's give Nyoka. We can save the rest for my other companions. Corey Dalton says, Oxhorn, your new gun is horrible against flesh. It's best used against armored targets and humans. Really? Well, then I'll just switch to a gun that's good against everything. So this goes back to the road.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
This is the other way we would have gone. Okay, just so I understand my bearings. There's the two horns. And there's something up here. Okay, I know you want me to go underneath that bridge, and I will, but let's explore over here first. And I'm running out of time.
Watch out, Captain. I've had quite enough of you!
What's up here? Sundered rock. Oh, that's why they call it sundered rock. Pick up the hammer of Olympus. What did I just get? 201 DPS aramid ballistics, two-handed melee. I mean, it's not as good as what I've got. And I'm encumbered by a pound. Man, I need to get rid of some of my stuff. I should probably go back to the ship. I mean, I don't need that. And that's just a big drop. Christian says, Ox, what are your thoughts on this campaign so far? I'm just having a good time.
Oh no. How the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
Here we go!
Nothing like a good tussle.
Okay. Ooh. It's big. Can I fast travel to and from here? If so, I should really go back to my ship and unload a bit before continuing on. What's this way?
How many years do you think it took nature to shape the rock into a set of horns?
To be honest, I'm surprised it's still standing. Every time I set foot inside, I half expect the tower to fall over.
What are these guys? Hey, Hudson.
Save some for us, will you? We get a bonus for every confirmed kill. Sure wish the boss man would let us loose.
Damn, but I like the way you fight, stranger. Wish we could join you, but I got orders to stay put.
Okay, and who are you exactly? Glad I didn't open fire. So this is the way I would have come had I come up the road, right? Looks that way. Well, then I'll clear it later.
Nice one!
What was that? Nope, I didn't mean to get that flamethrower. Is there something below me that I missed?
Big mistake.
Everyone all right? Here we go.
Don't mess with us. Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
All right, so that door sealed. But I bet we can find another way in. That one. So that's how we get in. Hey!
Nice work. You should check in with my crew. Maybe they can help you. Go back and follow the trail running underneath that archway and you'll find them soon enough.
You got a real talent for murder, stranger. Color me impressed. This station's under the protection of the corporate compliance crew. You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by the edge of the mountain.
How do I find the other C3s?
See that path that runs underneath that giant archway? Follow it on down. There's a little station near the cliff. You'll find the rest of my crew there.
Okay. What are you waiting for? Help me kill these marauders.
You mean the one still inside? Wish I could, but we play it by the book. You want help? Bertolt's the one to ask.
All right. Well, I don't know who these guys are yet. Seems like I might have missed something by coming up a back way, but they appear to be nice. So I'm not going to worry about it. Ah, I'm encumbered again. I need to save these helmets for my other companions. drop some stuff. There we go. Now, this is a fast travel marker, so let's go to the unreliable and drop some stuff off. It's time, Ox, says Nick. All right. Ellie, 26, 32. Felix, 36, 29. Parvati, 32, 26. There we go. Looks like I can level up Parvati. Let's do that one again. I like it. Same with Felix. And Sam. Now.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Let's disenchant the stuff we don't need. And let's drop off the legendary stuff that we don't need right now. Like these weapons. Okay, much lighter. All right, I'm going to do a hard save here. And that, my friends, is the end of the broadcast. Man, I hate to leave it now, right when we're about to raid a dungeon. Wish I could keep playing, but I've got stuff to do. I got to work on a new lore video for Fallout 2. In the next episode, we're going to go explore the She, and then it's off to the Enclave. Getting close to the end of the game for Fallout 2. Exciting times. I will have a new live stream on Thursday. For Scotch and Smoke Rings, we'll be playing this game again. Then on Friday, we'll do another live stream. Maybe on Saturday if I get my lore videos done in time. I don't know. Keep following me on Twitter. I'll update everyone on Twitter if I decide to go live on Saturday, so on and so forth. But anyway, I want to thank you all for coming to this broadcast. Remember to be kind to absolutely everybody and tune in for my lore videos this weekend. And I'll see you all Thursday for Scotch and Smoke Rings. Have a good one. See you soon.